Using.
All right, peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to the GOAT James Kingdom Show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. As y'all know, we go live every Sunday, noon Eastern time, to talk the GOAT conversation in basketball. So here we are again, live on our YouTube platform, which is the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Shout out to everybody that's already a subscriber. Shout out to everybody that's a member of the GOAT James Kingdom platform as well. We are also live on our Facebook, Instagram. We're also on TikTok, so you guys know where you can find us. We are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Make sure you check out the membership for the GOAT James Kingdom platform, as we are building a GOAT James community to shut all these people down, because in reality, there is only one GOAT of basketball. And that's what we're going to talk about today, about how LeBron James is truly the only GOAT in basketball. And there is no conversation. The things that LeBron James has done and continue to do will easily put him as the greatest player to ever play the game. So shout out to everybody that's here for another great episode, because yes, we are GOAT James Kingdom platform. I'm A. Johnny, and we got B. Lee in the building. What up, B. Lee?
What's good, everybody?
All right. We got Travis showing up. Travis is here. He got his work shirt on. What's good, Travis? Yes. Shout out to everybody already in the comment. We see Twin Man here, Ghost 2000. All right. Yes, we are going to put up the link shortly for everybody who wants to join the platform. We'll let all our normal panelists show up first, and we'll get to it. But before we get to our topic today, we had a great NBA night last night, as my Miami Heat showed up and beat Chicago Bulls. This is a shot at you, SB Talk Sports. All right. So Jimmy Butler hit that shot. Jimmy Butler hit a game-winning shot last night. There was a lot of games last night. There are some games actually going on today. Not too many games. There's 5 games going on today, as we will see Orlando and Boston play at 3 p.m. And at 3:30, we have the Pelicans versus the Spurs. And then we have Houston and Milwaukee at 7. At 8, we'll have Phoenix go up against Washington. And then the night will end with Golden State versus Portland. So the NBA season has actually been great. I know we had fun with the in-season tournament. As of right now, the way the Eastern Conference is set up, you got Boston is sitting at number 1, Milwaukee's number 2, Philadelphia's number 3, Orlando's the 4th seed holding strong. Miami jumped up to the number 5 seed, and then you have the number 6 seed of the New York Knicks. The Indiana Pacers are 7th, although they're on a 3-game losing streak. But then you have the Cleveland Cavaliers finishing off the top 8 for the Eastern Conference. And then the 2 play-in teams is the Hawks and the Nets. And in the Western Conference, Minnesota is holding strong with the number 1 seed. OKC is the number 2 seed. Dallas is still holding strong as the number 3 seed. And then we have Denver, the Kings, the Clippers, and then we have the Rockets and the Lakers rounding off the top 8 in the East. In the West, and then the Pelicans and the Suns are fighting with the playoff spot. The Warriors are outside of the play-in scenario, guys. So for all you Stephen Curry lovers, where is the gravity of Stephen Curry? It doesn't exist so far this year. So
where's the playmaking?
Where is the playmaker? Shout out to King John. Peace, King John. Thanks for joining us as we are getting our normal panelists in one by one. So what do you think of my Heat last night, Brandon? Did you watch any games last night? There were some good games last night.
I saw the highlights. Nobody care about the Heat but you.
Well, whatever. What up, Travis? What up, John? Man, how y'all doing? How y'all fellas doing today?
I'm good.
Good. You good? All right. So you guys ready for today's conversation? Again, we're talking to GOAT.
Bulls.
Oh, you're a Bulls fan, right?
Yeah, I'm from Chicago, so I'm always gonna be a Bulls fan.
That's what y'all get for talking crap the last time y'all beat us. That dude Cody White though looks nice though. He looks like it's Cody White, right? Yeah, Cody White. He looks nice.
Cody White, yeah.
Yeah. So the NBA season's looking good. We know we done moved on from the in-season tournament. Y'all mad? But don't remember this though. Tomorrow night the Lakers are raising a banner for the in-season tournament championship. Just to remind y'all. So
it's just so funny they raising that banner. It's hilarious.
Kobe somewhere turning in his grave, right, Travis?
Yeah, he wouldn't have done that.
No, you know what? If Kobe would have won it, they would have been talking crap. Kobe would have been talking crap. I don't care what nobody say. Kobe would have been talking crap. I don't care what nobody say.
I think the NBA
Yeah.
pushed this whole thing of putting up the banner. The NBA pushed it.
I mean, I think LeBron is doing it just to rub it in people's face because he probably pushed them to do it as well, like he did with the champagne and everything. He just want to irritate people because you know people hate
Doing the champagne is so bad out there.
it. Man,
I can't believe that it
they
didn't
still
count
pissed
as
about
a. It didn't even count as a win in the column though. I didn't know that.
it.
Yeah, that
No
was the
stats or
only game.
anything counted.
Yeah, that was the only
Yeah,
game.
AD's 40 and 20 don't even count for his stats.
Yeah.
No, it don't.
No.
No, it don't. I mean, it does count in the history, right? Because when they bring up this after, like I said, 10 years, 20 years from now, those things will be brought up. They're gonna say Anthony Davis had a 40 or 20 game. It's gonna be brought up. It's gonna be brought up.
Yeah.
So, but they all upset. It's all right. It's all right. The Lakers look good. I think they're talking about trade rumors. Zach LaVine supposedly going to be coming to the Lakers. What do you guys think of that? Let's start with you, Travis. Do you think that's possible? Zach LaVine.
It's possible. I just don't think I've heard that before, but I don't think it's it really depends on what they're going to be asked. Because right now the Lakers they're 15-11. They're not doing too bad. They just need to, and they're starting to gel a little bit. Obviously LaVine's a great player, but I just think comes down to what are they asking? Because that's their best player without a doubt over there. So what do they can probably get a small little haul for him, but you just got to worry about the chemistry and what else is going on.
Yeah. What do you think of that, John?
I think the Bulls is going to ask too much for Zach LaVine, and it's going to take it off. I don't think the Lakers going to be able to get Zach LaVine. I actually think they got a better chance to get DeMar DeRozan from the Bulls than Zach LaVine. But I think the Bulls, I'm going to tell y'all this is an insider from Chicago. Nobody wants Zach LaVine, but we want the farm for him. Okay? Nobody here in Chicago wants Zach LaVine. But to trade him, you got to give us everything. It don't match, but I'm telling you what people from Chicago are saying.
That's funny. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Shout out to everybody in the comments. We see everybody showing up already. Shout out to Devontae. Shout out to Kobe, number 8, number 24, Mr. Unknown, Rundown Productions. Thank you guys. Make sure you hit the like button, share the content. Shout out to Crash. Crash is in the building. King Mufasa Red. We see Jay here. Is Jay and Liddy the same person or those two different people?
They gotta be two.
It's two different people. Nobody want D'Lo. D'Lo would be in the package. It's fine. I think the Lakers don't need to make no trades at all. To be honest with you, I think they
should have stand pat, man.
I think so too. I think they have a good team. I think they just have to get the chemistry going. They have not been healthy. It's true. They have not been healthy all together all year. They get Gabe Vincent back supposedly soon enough. They'll be great. They'll be doing well. So, but
you see your guy out there dropping 30 a game. What's his name? Oh, oh my God, I forget it.
Shea Alexander.
No, he scored 28 in the championship game, right? How do I always forget his name? Reeves. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, Austin Reeves.
Rivers. Austin Reeves. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not gonna get rid of him.
Reeves.
He sells tickets.
That would make sense.
Austin
Reeves might be an all-star this year.
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, he could be starting. The way the fans love him.
He have a better chance of starting than come off the bench. I believe if he's a starter, if he come off the bench, I don't think he'd make it as a bench player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know it's possible.
Yeah. What up, Craig?
Off the bench, but
I don't know. Did I just hit Austin Reeves an all-star starter or am I?
He could be.
That's
the fans.
That's the only way he'll make it if he started. That's the only way he'll make it.
It's fans voting. We still get the vote. The fans love Austin Reeves. They love Austin Reeves. Yeah, man, for sure.
So Craig, so you think he don't have a chance to be a starter?
He could be a reserve.
I don't think he'll be reserve because.
I mean, if he got the fans to get voted in, then
I think it's harder.
At the end of the day, it's still you still got to vote. So if you got enough fans, you can vote. Shit. MC Hammer sold 10 million records one time. So
Austin Reeves has his own signature shoe. That's how much people like him. I don't think he's gonna make the All-Star. It's hard to make the All-Star. If Jalen Brunson didn't make the All-Star team, I don't see how Austin Reeves gonna make it.
I mean, he's not as popular as Austin Reeves either.
And imagine that, and playing in New York. Imagine that. Brunson plays in New York, and he's not.
Nobody really cares about New York. That's the thing. People just think they do. People really New York is on this high pedestal. No one really cares about New York. They don't have a good team.
Oh, where's Ralph? Where's Ralph when you need him? Oh my God!
I mean, Ralph knows that too. Nobody really cares about New York.
They do have a large fan base, though. New York fan base is large. So, but Austin Reeves is in the talks, in the trade as well. So the main guy is going to be out. Yeah, everybody's tradable. Everybody's tradable on the Lakers. Everybody.
Everybody trade on the Knicks.
Wait a minute. Yeah, but the Lakers in trade talks again. Y'all talk about Zach LaVine. He wants to come to the Lakers. It's the difference. The Lakers are not looking for him. He wants to be on the Lakers. So it's the Lakers don't really have to do anything.
This is different now. This is not on Goat James. This is not on the GM James. No, this is not legit.
No, it's Zach LaVine wants to be traded to the Lakers. Not the Lakers have
I mean, they're trying to make scenarios where they give up half the team for Zach LaVine, but he's not.
Bulls like, yo, we gonna trade you. He's like, all right, trade me to the Lakers. So
what they talking about giving up Rui, D'Lo, Reeves, all for someone who may not even fit.
Listen, I was told LeBron James is responsible to why Kyrie Irving wanted to leave Cleveland because he was trying to get Kyrie traded for Paul George.
First it was Chris Paul. Now it's Paul. It's all over the place.
Yeah,
wasn't Paul George supposed to be in the first then in Cleveland?
I know they were supposed to trade Melo and Paul George to the Cavs, but I guess the owner, Dan Gilbert, said no at the last minute.
No, Paul George was coming to Cleveland. Cleveland asked LeBron, is he going to sign an extension? LeBron said, as of right now, I don't know. That's why the trade didn't go through. The Paul George trade had went through, but they asked LeBron, was he going to sign an extension at the time, and LeBron had said no.
Who was the trade for? Was it for Kyrie?
Kyrie was going to be in the trade, yes.
Oh, so they were going to trade Kyrie. So do you think LeBron was like, yeah, trade Kyrie for Paul George?
No, I don't think he was saying that, but I don't think he was fighting it either.
I would have done that trade because Kyrie requested to be traded.
Well, no, supposedly they were saying that's why he was requested to be traded because Kyrie had got wind of trade rumors.
Bring the deal back. Come on, Paul George, you want to get traded.
Because my understanding, LeBron didn't want Kyrie gone. So if he did want Kyrie gone and Kyrie demands to be traded, LeBron could be like, okay, well then get rid of him. Because what did they get for Kyrie?
No, nothing.
LeBron went there and said, do not trade him. So I don't think he was thinking about trading Kyrie Irving at all.
Yeah,
Kyrie Irving, and Paul George. Don't know if
they're gonna re-sign. You got one player said, I don't know if I'm gonna resign, and another player said, I want to be traded. It was, and they both wound up leaving.
All they got out of that Kyrie trade was a draft pick, and he played for Utah now, I think.
They got players that they traded all of them. Like when Kyrie got there, they just trade all of them at the deadline. But still, I don't think it makes sense to trade Kyrie if Paul George is coming. I mean, I believe LeBron thought it was going to be a big three. Of course, I'll say yes to that.
But who you think Oklahoma were going to take Kevin Love for Paul George? Kyrie had to be in that trade. Some way, somehow, Paul George coming to Cleveland, Kyrie got to be in that trade. If it's a 3-team trade or something, because Cleveland had nothing for Paul George.
But that's what I'm saying. No, because Paul George was in Indiana. No.
Yeah. But you still had Paul George for something.
Yeah. What did OKC give up to get Paul George? Draft picks.
Everything.
I would say, but the Cavs didn't get nothing for Kyrie.
And Paul George was younger for that trade and got older and got like a haul from Oklahoma. Oklahoma got a haul from him.
Paul George is just coming off of an injury too.
They had what, 4 number 1 picks, 4 future first
and they
round
got
picks.
Victor came over from OKC to Indiana. Remember, that's how Victor came over to Indiana. He was a part of that.
Okay, he was a part of that trade. Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Come on, I mean, come on. You got Victor Oladipo. I mean, come on. Do you really need Kyrie if you're getting Victor Oladipo? Even though Victor Oladipo did make an All NBA team that next year, but
yeah, it pushed him to the playoffs.
He went on the Masked Singer, which is really good too.
Yeah.
So but I mean, it's odd that like they said, they always blame LeBron for everything. That was the thing, because like Stephen Curry don't get blamed for nothing. That was a conversation that I had when I went on to the from the sidelines podcast. They couldn't understand how I was trying to explain that they blame LeBron for everything, and they brought up Kyrie and all kind of crazy rumors, and then they wouldn't blame Curry for what was happening in the Warriors right now with Draymond Green. And that's what Stephen A. Smith said. The same thing I said on their show was basically, why are we not holding Stephen Curry accountable for how crazy Draymond Green been acting for the last 10? When can somebody step up and put him in place? Isn't that the leader supposed to be job? Where's Curry at in all of this?
Well, when we have questions about who the face of the league, you say it's LeBron, and stop bringing up Steph Curry in those conversations. Because when you asking who's the top man in charge, when it's a LeBron James team, I don't care who the player is. You blame LeBron. It's Golden State. We could blame Steve Kerr, the GM, the owner, Draymond's mother. We blame everybody but Steph Curry.
Curry's is not that guy.
Yeah,
Draymond might also just be uncontrollable, man. Like,
there you go. Look, there you go. I bet you LeBron can keep him under control.
Well, they're best friends, right? I mean,
well, to be honest with you, I don't think he's doing stuff that's too damn crazy. He's just trying to act for calls, and he's hitting people. Everyone loves how the 80s and 90s played basketball, but as soon as you see someone smack somebody in the NBA now, they all talking about how that's not basketball. Y'all need to make up your mind. Which one is it? Which one is it? You want hard fouls or you don't want fouls at all?
In the 80s, they was fighting each other. Now he just beating up on people. He's a bully. We don't like bullies.
Did Nurkic flop? Did Nurkic flop or not? Was that really enough for Nurkic to lay down on the ground for 15 minutes because of what Draymond Green did to him? Was that really that hard of a hit by Draymond Green that Nurkic was on the ground holding his face? No mark.
Anybody here, if somebody slapped y'all would not lay on the ground for over 5 minutes. Y'all will hop right back up.
Yeah,
I'll hop right back up.
I mean, he had to play the role a little bit. I ain't mad at him, but I don't know what Draymond was doing. I have no idea what he was doing.
Flailing around, trying to act all.
That's how Draymond
hit him in the face. Yeah, he's just flopping. You seen Reggie Miller do it 20 times a game.
Gilbert Arenas said that he's trying to take out all the international players one by one.
Jesus. I mean, when you look at that play, though, it's like, what are you doing? Like, the guy was following him, basically, and he's like, ugh, and just like,
really doing nothing.
Going behind him. I was like, what? Even the Warriors bench was like, what are you doing?
It's like you want to take up for him, but it's like, what are you doing? Like, what was that?
They talk about he need counseling and all this other stuff.
Well, plenty of time for his podcast. So
it's just so funny how everyone wants, like, the same people calling the NBA soft talk about Draymond Green needs counseling for flopping. He needs to go to somebody professionally to see what's wrong with him because he's acting for calls.
Because he's trying to win. He's doing whatever it takes to win.
Man.
Really?
A headlock is not acting for calls. Putting somebody in a headlock is not acting for a call.
So that's okay. Other than that one, that was pretty funny. But
now he's indefinitely suspended, right?
But all the other ones, he's just been acting for calls.
I'm just waiting for him to put somebody in a full Nelson, and that's gonna be it.
I mean, everyone loved it in the 80s. Everyone loved it in the 80s. Now today, you need counseling.
Yeah, yeah.
The same people calling the NBA soft talk about Draymond Green needs help.
Yeah, they
The
call
same
him
exact
dirt.
Because
people.
he's the only one fighting. There's no other fights. It's him. Nobody fighting back because they don't know how to even fight him. What is he doing? Like, how do you fight somebody like that?
They all know how to fight. They just play basketball. When you don't know, when you're not that good, and you just out there fouling. That's all it is.
Oh, that's
Just like they
hilarious.
did
Oh my God.
earlier.
I'm dying laughing over here, y'all. Draymond Green, this guy Draymond. It's still Stephen Curry's fault. Still
Yeah.
Stephen Curry's fault. It's still Stephen
It
Curry's
is because
fault.
he put his foot down back in 2016 when he cost them a championship.
They,
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
He-
Or how
he
about
was active.
running KD out of town? He ran KD out of town. Wow, calm down. Why are you
But
running
Got
KD
pool
out of town?
traded.
2016 happened before KD.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But eventually he run KD out of town. KD said that big scuffle when he told KD, "We don't need you on the sideline. We won without you. We'll win with," you know what I'm saying?
KD was already leaving. That's the problem.
Yeah, KD
He
even
was
said
already
it. Like
leaving.
nobody just brushed it like nothing happened. Like, I'm not gonna be in the locker room with this thing.
So
KD was already leaving because his feelings were hurt because no one gave him credit. He was already leaving.
So Draymond is the playmaker and the leader of the Warriors.
That's why he's a Hall of Famer. That's why he's a Hall of Famer.
I mean,
And that's why Steph Curry running around without the ball doesn't make him a playmaker.
Facts. So Brandon, we gonna get to the show. We gonna get to the show. We tailed off talking about the season. Obviously, today's show is about LeBron James, and we are the GOAT representatives for LeBron, right? I mean, Brandon, you were right. There's really no other group or actual show that talks about LeBron James specifically, like we do. So, being that we are the head leaders of the GOAT conversation for GOAT James, what did you want to speak on? Because I know you had something for us regarding being at LeBron.
I don't really have anything like any graphs or nothing, but I was listening to David West. You guys remember from the Pacers, how he was talking about who is the greatest of all time, and he was saying it's LeBron James, and he was basically saying like he understands the era talk and players played in different eras, so it's hard to judge who is the greatest of all time with eras. But he made a few interesting points. So he was saying that when he played with the Pacers, he was like 270. Roy Hibbert was like 290. Danny Granger was 240. Paul George was 220. Then they had Lance was like 230, and he was comparing them to the players of the past. And he was saying there's no way Dennis Rodman was 210. He was gonna guard those players because he was just too small. Like they had to change rules so one player would not have to, like Dennis Rodman would be able to basically guard them. So they had to be rules in place if those players played today. Like there's nowhere else someone who's 210 is going to guard him. He was saying who's going to guard Roy
Shaq
Hibbert.
was like 300. Didn't he guard Shaq when Shaq was like 280? Or that didn't happen. Then ain't Robin the reason the Bulls beat Orlando?
Yeah, he definitely guarded Shaq, but he didn't stop Shaq.
He can guard Shaq, and you telling me he couldn't guard Danny Granger and who else? Roy Hibbert?
He guarded Shaq in a similar fashion the way LeBron James was guarding certain centers in certain fashions of the game, but they didn't have him primarily on Shaq. They had Luke Longley. Why did you think they went and got Robert Edwards and Robert Parrish?
I've been hearing Rodman is the reason why they beat Orlando because he contained Shaq. That's what I've been hearing.
No, he contained Horace Grant, the guy who killed them the season before.
But every picture I see is Rodman guarding Shaq, not Horace Grant. Every video out there in my face is
I seen like
Rodman
2
guarding
pictures
Shaq,
of
not Horace Grant.
Robert guarding Shaq in the '96 finals. I see maybe 2.
When did they ever put Rodman as the center, as the actual center?
I mean, you don't have to be named a center to guard a center. It could be
okay. But that's what I'm saying. So you're saying that they basically took Longley on and put him onto.
All I know is Longley was there in '95, they lost. Rodman was there in '96, they won. So if you want to say it was Longley.
But we can do this. Let's do this then. Since we like talking what happened from one year to the next. I mean, it's not that hard to look it up. But go ahead, Brandon. You was gonna say something?
Yeah, but anyways, he was saying how if you put LeBron James in that era, they wouldn't be able to basically guard him because the biggest player on the Pistons was Bill Laimbeer. He was like 240. Then they had Rick Mahorn, who's almost 250. He was saying that like LeBron James was just bullying them. And they're so much bigger than like every era. And he was just saying, like, with just LeBron, he just does so much. He did so much for, for his career. So he can't really put nobody above LeBron, which makes sense. Like, there's really, I know you guys try to make arguments about Jordan, and just not good arguments. I know Travis likes to use advanced stats. This is not a good argument. Craig likes to use rings. That's just not a good argument.
I said final MVPs, not rings.
For Michael, you saw you talking about rings.
MVPs, not rings.
You don't want this smoke, Brandon.
Yes, I want the smoke.
Well, hey, just to give you heads up, that's why we don't trust you guys' eye test when you're watching highlights and pictures. In 1995, Shaquille O'Neal averaged 24 points and 13 rebounds, shooting 48% from the field. In 96, he averaged 27 points, 11 rebounds, shooting 64% from the field. So in reality, he played better in 96 than he did in 95. But obviously, Horace Grant didn't play in the 95 series. Horace Grant only played one game in the 95.
Yeah. Horace was hurt that postseason.
Yeah, and he averaged 18 and 11 in 95. So that was the big difference. And they got swept technically. So yeah, so I don't know if Rodman was shutting down.
Rodman wasn't the reason. So he didn't recruit Rodman for Orlando. That's all that's a myth, right?
Yeah, of course he did. They got past Orlando.
Oh, now he did. I gotta pick one.
No, it's just like how they say that.
Shaq. It wasn't for Shaq. You said it was for Shaq.
I mean, like I don't understand what Craig talking about. Like Dennis Rodman is not a great player because he didn't shut down Shaq.
I'm saying I've been hearing the Bulls only won because they recruited Rodman.
Okay.
Rodman.
Yeah, they did.
What do you think he was doing out there? What do you think Dennis Rodman was doing on the court?
Yeah. What was he doing? What was he doing against?
Rodman's not known for guarding Shaq. He's known for hustling and grabbing rebounds. He's known for taking charges.
Dennis Rodman averaged 12 points and 16 rebounds versus the Orlando Magic. That's how they won, because they had another player on top of Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. In fact, Michael Jordan played worse in 96 versus Orlando than he did in 95. So
yeah, because in 95, that was he was great.
Yeah, I mean, Jordan or Rodman, I mean, he didn't really shut down Shaq. I mean, I think he's famous because he goaded Shaq in like a couple of technicals in the series or something. But like, Shaq was still giving him the business just like he gave Hakeem the business in, 95? And so, like, nobody was stopping prime Shaq. And that included 6'8" Rodman. Rodman's defensive prime was on the Pistons. Like, there's no doubt about that. And like, he was just a great rebounder on the Bulls, basically.
Yeah, because players are allowed.
Just like how Malone was giving him the work too.
They don't have one player trying to do everything.
What?
Sean Kemp was giving him the work too.
Robin got bullied by the prime matchups. Like, let's just be real.
Like, Robin was known for his hustling and rebounding and taking charges. He's known for shutting down the best players in the league. That's just a myth people made up.
I didn't say about shutting.
Who wouldn't want someone who hustles and grabs you 15 boards a game? You think that just anybody could do that? It was only a few players in their history could do that. Not too many people did it better than Rodman. That's why
how Bill would be today
with the Bulls.
I give you this though, Craig. Michael Jordan shut down Nick Anderson this series. Nick Anderson Yeah, Nick Anderson went from averaging 15 points per game, shooting 44% from the field, 41 from three-point land in the first series, and in the second series he shot under 40% and averaged like 8 points. So you give Jordan credit
I
there.
give him that.
He shut down Nick Anderson.
Talk about Rodman.
I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Like Nick Anderson couldn't do anything. Nick Anderson had problems with Michael Jordan defense.
But all I see is Nick Anderson. Oh, you're not that Jim Mike. Take that 45. We need 23 back. Yeah. You always say what happened in 95, but 96 was what happens when he plays a full season.
The Bulls. Don't start with the low management excuses. The Bulls.
I said what happens. He don't win when he don't play a full season. We see it's proof. It's facts. When you don't play a full season,
he didn't win.
He played a full season in Washington. And don't tell me he was old. He's the same age LeBron is now.
Hey, you know what? I was telling Brandon this before.
I'm just saying, LeBron and Jordan won their title at the same age. So let's not go there about winning. They both won their last title at 35. One had 6 and one had 4. That's the difference.
So now we're going by age.
If we want to go by age, LeBron older. He was older by like 100 days.
I can't hear each other.
LeBron,
Mike also won MVP that year too.
He was older by 100 days.
Oh yeah, you know what? Sportsfluent said that recently. He said that only Michael and Karl Malone are the only 2 players to win a MVP after the age of 32. And again, that was in the 90s, the 1900s. So that's good. That's good, I guess.
I can't say that LeBron never sniffed an MVP because he did sniff one in 2020, but
he never sniffed one after 28.
Well, yeah, they already know LeBron's not an MVP no matter what.
Wasn't he second in 2018?
He was.
Yeah.
No, in ATS, he was second in 2018. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
second. He should have won that one.
He should have, but I mean, Harden did have a great year as well. Harden did had a historic year as well. I don't think nobody scored 30. He scored 37 points per game that year.
36.
No, that was a different year.
That was a different
year. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a different year. Okay.
Yeah, that was the year they were first place in the West. But James Harden only played like 65 games. That
was the year where they took the Golden State Warriors to 7 games, and then the Golden State won and swept LeBron in the finals. You talk about that year?
Yeah, that year.
It's like LeBron got a year playing 82 games.
Getting swept because they traded away. Because they traded away.
Western Conference Finals was better than the NBA Finals.
Because they traded away Kyrie Irving so LeBron James can get Isaiah Thomas and a bunch of draft picks. That's what they did. That's what they did.
And do it win.
Yeah, I think Dan Gilbert was hoping that LeBron didn't win the title. But hey, when you got when you're up against all odds, it's cool.
In 2016?
I mean, I don't think he cared. He didn't like LeBron. LeBron told him do not trade Kyrie Irving. LeBron told him do not trade Kyrie Irving, and what did he do? He still did it because he didn't want to win.
No, he traded Kyrie Irving because he traded Kyrie because he felt like he wasn't going to get anything for him. Wasn't this was his? He had like 1 year left on his contract.
Yeah, no, he was on 1 year left. He had 1 year left on his rookie deal. He was drafted in 2011. Yeah, he had 1 year left on that deal. He was going to be out after 2018. He would eventually been a free agent, unrestricted free agent. So that's why they throw him in trade rumors to see what they could get for him. It wasn't like they were thinking about it. They could have signed him if they wanted to sign him. That's the whole point. Again, they coughed the bag up, man. These are horrible franchises, man. Coughing the bag up.
But if LeBron James tell you, I don't know if I'm going to resign.
We'll resign Kyrie Irving. We'll resign Kyrie Irving like a smart businessman.
Who would you want to sign first, LeBron or Kyrie?
If you can't sign LeBron, you sign Kyrie. You sign both. You sign both, but you can't sign one. You sign the other. You have to sign the player. Who was they going to sign if LeBron left? Isaiah Thomas, who was injured. Who they traded for when he was injured.
LeBron left at this point. You just want to.
Just what I'm saying, like that's just terrible business. That's terrible business.
Yeah,
you do not trade. You do not trade one of the best players in the league for a injured player.
What LeBron did by himself.
They gave Kevin Love a bag. They gave Kevin Love a bag. That's who got it.
Yeah, he the one who got paid because everybody left.
Yeah, he got paid.
And it cost him like 10 years of his career.
Dude, that 2018 Cavs roster is wild to look at. Like Derrick Rose, Wade, Braun, Isaiah Thomas,
Kyle
Love.
Porter,
Yeah,
Rodney
they had
Hood.
Every one of the
they
Lakers.
just signed anybody who used to be good 5 years prior, and hopefully that LeBron could, take them to the promised land, which he
Larry
did.
Nance.
But,
Hey,
And
Brandon,
DeRon Williams was on that team too.
nah, that was
DeRon Williams.
was it that year?
yeah, that year too.
It may have been that year.
It was
May
that
have been
year.
that year, yeah.
DeRon Williams as well. You're right, and Derrick Rose and Dwayne Wade.
Tristan Thompson. Let's go.
Oh, Tristan was still,
Tristan
still
Thompson back
decent
on
at that time.
the.
He was still young, but yeah, he back on the Cavs now. I think.
You got J.R. Smith, the walking meme.
Was he even like the fourth pick? Tristan?
Ooh, Tristan Thompson, I think he was a fourth pick in the draft.
He was a top 5 pick. Yep.
Boom.
So
top 5 pick, number 1 pick.
So listen, that's because Kyrie Irving sucks. Can we keep telling y'all love Kyrie Irving?
That's why I would have signed LeBron before him.
That's why you got to sign. The only way to keep LeBron is showing LeBron that you're really interested and invested in winning. They were not. They didn't keep doing what they had to keep doing. You just let the Warriors get KD on you. What are you doing? They got KD.
So why would I come back if I know you're a fuck up organization?
That's why he left after
3 years of my career there too.
That's why he left after the 4th year. He was like, "I'm done."
I'm gonna go there too. He could have stayed in the Heat and got 3 titles those 3 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Lakers. That's gonna do whatever it takes, even if we got to trade for Russell Westbrook. That's it. We're gonna do whatever it takes. Go to the Lakers.
The Heat was not getting 3 more titles. Like they barely was able to manage half a season after LeBron.
Play in Miami with LeBron? You don't think people would have wanted to come to Miami?
Who would have
come? Free agent.
Like who?
So was you gonna let go Chris Bosh?
Just making up names?
I mean,
we just making up people?
I mean,
like who would have
not playing, he wasn't healthy as the last few years. He wasn't healthy that last year, Chris Bosh. I would have traded him for a good
free agents that year left. So you had to make a decision for all them that year.
Yeah, they had to sign. Yeah, they had to sign.
They re-signed Chris Bosh because LeBron left.
No, but LeBron wasn't going to take a pay cut this time, so the Heat had to come out the pocket.
Yep, he had said that. Yeah, I'm no longer taking a pay cut.
Yeah, he wasn't going to take another pay cut. That was done.
That was an excuse to leave. He would have taken a pay cut if they would have had to say, "Hey, we're going to do this. We're going to get this. You're going to get 3 more rings. It's just going to cost you about $15 million."
No, I would have got 3 more rings if Golden State didn't get KD.
Yeah, he sure would have. They would have won it.
Who the hell expected that to happen? And that only happened because of the collective bargain agreement somehow allowed KD to become a free agent to that point to where they could actually sign him and have that kind of cap space to give it to him.
Except Curry has signed below market. His last deal was below market. So if he would have signed a max at first, they wouldn't have been able to get KD at all.
No, but what also happened was because supposedly something with the revenue allowed the NBA to increase the salary caps like 30%.
Yeah, they do that every year now.
No, but they changed the rules now. Now it's never going to go up more than 15% or something like that to make sure that from 1 year to the next. Okay. You know, from one year to the next. Because of that Kevin Durant situation.
Yeah.
They not. Yeah. They had to emphasize.
Great players make rule changes.
Yeah, no,
Jordan caused the whole lockout. Look, you can't pay nobody $30 million. You can't pay nobody $30 million. We can't have that going around.
So for the same reason they vetoed Chris Paul to the Lakers.
Yeah, that was why they vetoed Chris Paul to the Lakers.
Yeah, it was like
that Lakers trade was crazy because it was going to save the Lakers $30 million if they made that trade.
Yes, that's what Gilbert Arenas was saying because they were going to get Gilbert in the trade and be able to let him go. Because that's what it was. That's why that trade didn't go through. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, because the Lakers would have got Chris Paul and still had enough money in the free agency to get somebody that next offseason. So that was what it was.
And you notice they voided that trade, and the Pelicans wound up with the number 1 pick and got Anthony Davis. So I don't want to hear anything about conspiracies. That shit is real.
That's David Stern's NBA. That's Michael Jordan's NBA.
That's the cold ball for Patrick Ewing NBA.
That's
it wasn't
true.
only.
But listen, y'all.
Cold ball, and that's how the Knicks got Patrick Ewing.
We are avoiding the true conversation. Y'all don't want the facts to be brought up because I always come up with facts, right? So LeBron James, we always say is the GOAT. Y'all know in the 21st season in today's NBA, LeBron James is top 5. Excuse me, let me make sure I get this correct. He's top 10 in PER this season so far. He's top 5 in VORP. But the key thing is how they always say LeBron James doesn't play defense. In today's NBA, for this season, LeBron James is top 15 in defensive win shares, and he's also top 15 in defensive box plus minus. At 38 years old, going on 39, year 21, LeBron James is still a top 10 player, top 15 defensive player in today's NBA. He's also top 10 in assists per games. This makes LeBron James a two-way player still in year 21.
Johnny, before the season
can't win without Anthony Davis.
Johnny, before the season started, we had the and we all agree LeBron was number 6 in the league
all time.
I think he's number 5. I think he's top 5.
Oh,
I'd say he's top 4.
Hold on, wait, but let me give you another one here. I've got to tell y'all this. He's also he's 11th in steals per game. And in reality, he's top 10 because it's 2.7.
Oh, you love these averages today, boy. Keep them going. Keep them going.
It's one. It's
total
1.
status site.
He said, if we want to go to totals, he's not.
It's Jokic. Did you say Jokic's name?
No, he's 11th. He's 11th in total steals right now, and he's 11th in actual steals per game. But the funny thing is that he has 1.5 steals per game. In reality, he's higher than that because you got 1, 2, 3, 4 players that got 1.6 steals per game. 5 players that average 1.6 steals per game. Then it's 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, and 2.7. So 1.5 is top 10 in the NBA.
That's because this is the era of the turnovers. These motherfuckers can't protect the ball if it was glued to their hands.
No,
that was the 80s.
It's the GOAT James.
That was 80s.
That's the GOAT James era. That's what it is.
The 80s was the era of the turnovers. What are you talking about?
And LeBron's top 20 in defensive rebounds. So technically, LeBron James in year 21 is still a two-way player. He's good on offense and on defense.
He always been. He always been. It's just LeBron haters and Jordan fans the one who say he don't play defense, but the stats don't say it.
Oh, and he's top 15 in win shares total.
You all know you top 5 here, he's top 15 here, he's top 30 over here.
I'm just saying, and that's in today's NBA.
That's not
right.
Just to see if you want to say top 10, make it top 10 across the board.
I'm just showing you where he's at.
Here, top 25 here.
He shouldn't be nowhere near none of this. Nobody in year 21 was
year 21. You guys they really think LeBron James is in year 10.
Where do you think Jordan?
They really think LeBron James year 10. Where was Jordan in year 14?
Yeah, in year 14. Let's go look that up. Let's have some fun today.
So he got the load manage a lot.
Wild load management. Let's see where Michael Jordan's at. 2002 NBA season. Let's look up these same numbers. Let's see where Jordan's at in steals, since he's such the steals master. Okay, let's see here. All right, steals per game. Let's look at it. 2002 steals per game. Let's see where John Stockton's top 10. Hold on, John Stockton's top 10 in 2002. Jordan's not there with all the load management. And John Stockton played 82 games at 39 years old. Lord have mercy. I don't see Michael Jordan here, y'all. Michael Jordan's not even in the top 20.
It's 400 and some players. Look in the top 400.
No, I'm scrolling down. I am scrolling down. How many steals per game did Michael?
I'm gonna go to 2000 and 3 for year 15. He's not in top 20 in points per game. Not top 20 in rebounds. No rebounds. Not top 20 in assists. Not assists. Not top 20. Let me see steals. Let me see steals. He probably top 20 in steals.
Wait a minute. I got to find out what Jordan was averaging. Oh my God, this is horrible for the GOAT. No wonder why they don't.
He wasn't top 20 in steals in year 15. Let me see blocks. No, not top 20 in blocks.
All right. He averaged 1.4 steals in 2002 and 1.5. He averaged 0.4 blocks and 0.5 blocks. And then his rebounding, his defensive rebound is 4.8 and 5.2 for those 2 seasons. So his 1.4 would have made Michael Jordan
separating rebounds now. I'll just
defensive rebounds. I mean,
we're talking about defense. We're talking about defense, right?
We were talking defense, yeah.
Yeah, defense. Defensive rebounds, defense.
Because remember, the GOAT is top 10 in assists in year 21, and he's top 20 in defensive categories.
Now look up the scoring in 2003. Look out the production, his percentage of production in 2003 compared to LeBron's production in 2023. His team was averaging under 100 points. LeBron's team averaged 120. He's only putting up 27 a game out of 120 points. Jordan was averaging 22 when his team was only putting up 100.
That sounds like some bad scores. This sounds like some bad scores to me. I don't know. That sounds like people who can't score.
The 2000s was the worst era in scoring in NBA history from 2000 to 2009. That's the worst era of basketball as far as offense.
He averaged, first of all, in 2003, he averaged 20 points per game. So you're talking about 2002, he averaged 22.9. So that's 23 points per game. That 23 points per game would have made Jordan top 10 in scoring. But he didn't play enough games to be included in the all-time. So let's remove that. Jordan was actually 10th in scoring in 2002 at 22.9 points per game.
Jordan going to suck up the shot. He'll get some shots up.
How much this team scored per game basis? And look up how much the Lakers scored per game basis. How much production per game basis? It's
Jordan's team averaged 92.8 points per game.
And he averaged 22.9. So his team was giving him 70 points. Now go.
They had the worst pace. They were 27th in NBA pace, meaning that they were just giving Jordan the ball and wasting 24 seconds to take a shot.
What was the league average in points then? What was the total league average in that year? The league average in points. All right, hold on, wait. I can tell you that right now. Don't worry. I got this. Points per game in the NBA was, where is it? Okay. Was 95.5. So Jordan's team only averaged 3 points less than the rest of the league. The league was terrible in scoring, but
and so was Jordan. And so was Jordan. Jordan was terrible as well. I mean, he shot 42%.
We literally just said that era is the worst as far as scoring era in basketball.
They just wasn't good. Wasn't efficient scorers back then. They just wasn't really efficient.
Jordan had Rip Hamilton. Okay, he had the number 1 pick overall on his team. So I don't know why Jordan couldn't get more scores if he was such a great player, making people better. What happened to the way he made Scottie the man? Why he couldn't make none of these guys the man?
Jordan built that team, didn't he?
Rip Hamilton averaged 20 points per game, taking 17 shots per game. Jordan averaged 23 points per game, taking 22 shots per game. Jordan shot less than 80% from the free throw line. He shot 19% from the 3-point line.
That's why he took 22 shots.
And he shot 41.5% from the field. We just give him 42%.
If he had a higher three-point percentage,
that's 41%.
The worse 3-point shooter you are, the more shots you're gonna take.
Yo, LeBron James is shooting over 55% from the field this year. He's shooting over 40% from 3-point land this year. And He's averaging 25 points per game, which is let me make sure. He's 15th in today's NBA, but there's
points.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of players who can average over 25 points per game. There's 6 players who average over 30 in today's NBA alone. So that shows you how great today's NBA is. Jordan was averaging 23 and he was 10th. LeBron's averaging 25 and he's 15th. So oh my, this is why they don't like talking stats, bro. This is horrible. This is bad for Jordan. This is really bad, man. Jordan was horrible in Washington.
It's not really bad. It's just Jordan. Like, that was great for back then. That was amazing that Jordan could do that. But we expect LeBron to be top 10 and everything. We expect Jordan to be top 100 back then, even though he low managed for 3 years. Even when he came back for year 15, we was like, man, if he could be top 100, that'd be great because nobody at 40 years old was top 100.
And
so
we see what happens when Jordan plays for
things evolve.
Don't make the playoffs.
Things involved, yeah. You right on that. When he don't play with Pippen, his team don't make the playoffs.
I said I completely agree because he did make the playoffs.
I thought you said he was playing poorly without Pippen.
For the record,
Jordan playoff numbers in year 14 and 15. Can somebody get the playoff numbers in 14 and 15 and let me know what them numbers look like? I just want to know.
I'm gonna let you know it don't look good.
It's the same numbers of LeBron's 5th and 6th championship wins. Go look up those numbers. Those are the same numbers, the same exact numbers.
All right. Jordan was 26 in steals in 2003 when he played all 82 games.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually.
That's not bad for being 40.
That's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Not LeBron, but
he was 25th in scoring. All right, so that's not bad as well. 25th in scoring.
That's terrible for a guy with 10 scoring titles. That's terrible. Stop. I can admit that Washington was terrible. I don't know why. To his standards, it was terrible.
It's like I always said.
That would give what's his name that just went on who left Memphis, who's on the Rockets. If he averaged what Jordan averaged in Washington, he would get like a $300 million contract.
Who's that?
Dylan
Dude, that kept fucking with LeBron.
Oh, Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if he shot 24 times a game, he should average 23 or 22, whatever he averaged. I'm pretty sure if he shot 24 times a game.
If he averaged with the max deal, he'd get a super max.
Yeah. Michael Jordan took less shots in 03 though. He took only 18 shots per game in 03. He still led the team. He shot 45% from the field, which is good. He shot 29% from three-point land, so he upped it up. He got better. He improved there, and he shot his free throws got better as well. But and he got you 6 rebounds per game. You know what I'm saying? That's not bad. That's not bad.
What did he average in the playoffs?
Oh. Yeah, that's what I wanted to know.
What did he average in the playoffs that year? Craig, what do you average?
I just thought that he averaged the same amount of LeBron's fifth championship.
Let me go see what Jordan averaged in the playoffs. It's weird. It's not showing
move
anything.
The needle, guys.
It's not even showing anything.
No. Oh my God!
Doesn't move the needle.
Did he not make the playoffs?
Yeah.
He didn't make the playoffs in year 14. I don't see nothing in year 14.
Yeah, he had to be 40 years old to miss the playoffs, not 20.
Oh, shots fired.
He had to be somebody's grandfather not to make the playoffs. You wasn't even a father. You didn't make the playoffs. Matter of fact, you became a father and then missed the playoffs again. You missed it before you became a father, after you became a father. What?
Oh my God. Hey, Brandon, put the link up. We get some folks in and then we get up out of here if anybody want to join. They're in the comments talking about Robert Horry. They're talking about Kobe getting swept by JJ Barrera. Duncan sweeping LeBron in the finals. Richard Hamilton owns Kobe.
John, I'm sorry that I couldn't be there on Friday for you, man.
It's the next Friday. There is.
And I apologize as well for my Friday technical difficulties. I had technical difficulties the whole show. I don't know why my mic doesn't work well on Friday nights. I don't know what
Hey,
it.
Travis,
What
I had my people ready too. I had my notes ready too.
Oh, hey, it'll be a good show, man.
Hey, did you see the live, John, on Friday night with me and Mark? You didn't get a chance to see it.
Yeah, I was there.
You watched it. What,
Yeah.
what did you think of it? What did you think of the live?
I like that you stay with facts. I'm gonna say that. I like that you stick with the facts and you stay out of the emotional part of the game. Um, that's what I've always liked about this group. It stays factual, and y'all don't veer from the emotional part of the arguments. And I like to sit and watch. I sit and watch and learn.
I hear that. I hear that. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. If y'all didn't get a chance, I was live talking about Bill Russell, trying to prove Bill Russell had more than 6 Finals MVPs. They were trying to say he had 5. But it was a good show. It was a good show, man. Y'all make sure to hit the likes up. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. We got Brandon here, Twin Man and Boycott Activity. So let's start with Brandon first. Brandon, we were making fun of Jordan, and while LeBron is still the GOAT right now, did you? Oh, he got Draymond. He got Draymond Green as a Depot picture. Yo, that's classic right there. That is classic. That is classic. We were just talking Draymond Green crazy behind. But what do you think about Michael Jordan and the Washington Wizards and how LeBron is still a two-way player in today's NBA at 21 years?
LeBron, shout out to the panel first off. LeBron is the fucking GOAT. It's not a debate anymore. Like I think we gotta compare like Jordan to Kobe now, right? Like compare those two bums to each other. When we look at the body of work, we can't keep talking about Kobe and Jordan, right? Because even when we look at Kobe, right, this is someone who got carried 3 of his rings. Like imagine if Anthony Davis won Finals MVP or D Wade won Finals MVP or Chris Bosh won Finals MVP. Niggas would be saying Bron got carried. I don't want to hear shit about Kobe or Jordan. Kobe is a
Hey,
fucking bum.
imagine if Anthony Davis won the in-season tournament MVP.
Man, they knocked the in-season tournament, but then they celebrate the Redeem Team. Shit that had nothing to do with the finals.
Or the 1984 Olympics.
Right. Tell us that Jordan would not have competed hard for the in-season tournament, but he was competing for fucking spades. So you telling me that this nigga wouldn't have taken that shit serious? Like, stop playing with us. LeBron is the GOAT, and I say he's the GOAT because, 1, he's won titles. He's put his team in the finals more than Jordan or Kobe. Longevity. They like to knock longevity. I don't give a fuck. If you can play at a high level longer than anyone else, you are the GOAT. I don't care about all that. Oh, he's only doing it because he's playing at a high level. They're trying to throw steroids on him and all this other shit. At this point, LeBron is the GOAT. Is Kobe even better than Paul Pierce at this point?
So, Lou, where do you have Magic Johnson all the time?
That's a bad take. I could debunk the shit out of that if you want me to.
Where do you have Magic Johnson all the time?
Hold on.
Okay, Travis, you go ahead and go.
Go ahead, Travis.
You go ahead, Travis.
Where do you want me to start? Jordan is objectively the GOAT. I've covered that. You don't want that smoke again. Kobe is no worse than 7.
Tell him why.
Okay, offensively, what do we got?
Jordan is a GOAT.
I'm going back to the comments.
So Jordan clears LeBron in every measurable offensive stat, including, I don't care what you feel about your advanced metrics, he beats him. He scores better than him. He's just about as efficient. Again, he
not as
rebounds. He's a better offensive rebounder than him too. Okay, defensively, what do we have?
Wait. All time, who ranks higher in rebounds?
Oh, okay. It's offense.
No, he said offensive rebounds because LeBron's at the point running the offense. He's not under the rim grabbing rebounds.
They like to talk like, oh, he's like when we talk stats, right? Because stats tells us the story. Stats tells us how much you did something. As much as y'all try to debunk stats, y'all only do it with LeBron. LeBron shit.
Who's debunking? We're talking about offense. Rebounding
he
has
said
nothing to do with offense.
he said offensive rebounds. This apparently offensive rebounds that's a new thing to talk about.
Oh, I don't
Defensive
even bring that up.
rebounds is
I
Y'all
only
just
bring it up.
explaining
Well, what
defensive
about-
rebounds. Like,
Wait a minute.
why
Wait,
is
you
it y'all
said he
can
was-
We're
discuss
talking about
defensive
defense.
rebounds, but it's an
Wait.
issue when someone discusses offensive rebounds.
Okay. Let
So,
me ask
if
this
you-
question. No, let me ask this question. Why do offensive rebounds make Jordan so great?
No, they don't. But if you're talking about just on the offensive side,
talked about defensive rebounds and then cry when
We're
somebody
talking about
offensive
defense.
rebounds.
Defensive
Okay, he's
rebounds make
talking
you a
about
better
offense.
defensive player.
He's
Let me
So
talking
what
about
do offensive
offense.
rebounds make you better at?
He's talking about offense. He can't say offensive rebounds.
we're talking about exactly. We're talking about offensive.
Offensive rebounds. Go ahead.
Why he can't talk
Finish.
about offensive
Yeah.
Hold on.
rebounds?
He can. Go ahead.
No,
let him
I
finish.
just want to know why. I just want to know why this is the big
Same
deal
reason
now.
why you was talking about
Offensive
defensive rebounds when you were discussing
Because
defense.
defensive rebounds is defense that ends plays.
Okay,
Well, my
offensive
question-
rebounds keep
But
plays
offensive
alive.
rebounds keeps plays going though. So like he can go ahead. Argue offensive rebounds.
Okay, so Jordan is also again top 5 in offensive rebounding for his position. LeBron is even top 15 again for his position in total rebounds, and Jordan is. If we're talking about defense, Jordan is again clears LeBron in defensive selections, defensive rating. He's top 25 in defensive box plus minus. LeBron isn't even top 30.
Who did Jordan lock up defensively? Give me somebody Jordan locked up defensively.
Okay,
Nick Anderson.
shooting guard scored more in Jordan's career than they scored now.
No. Because y'all throw us these defensive numbers, right? Y'all throw us these
Disingenuous argument.
accolades. Give us, hold on.
Y'all
Give
mentioned
us-
LeBron's stats.
Give
don't
us
talk
one
about
person.
competition.
Hold on. Give us one person that Jordan clamped up. Because Gary Payton put him on his ass.
No, he didn't.
So Gary Payton didn't shit on Jordan? They didn't have to put Pippen on him?
Nope. That's a bad argument too.
Jordan didn't get benched in the finals?
Gary Payton said. That's what Gary Payton
Wait.
said.
Travis,
We're talking about stats, right?
Travis, who has the better defensive win shares?
Per 48, Michael Jordan.
There's no per 48 for defensive win shares.
It's total win shares.
I can't hear nothing.
No, I said defensive win shares. You said defensive box plus minus, and you brought up defensive rating. I told you who had the better defensive win shares. LeBron James.
Defensive win shares. Total,
Yeah.
probably LeBron.
Exactly. Okay, so LeBron James had the better total win shares. Now, if we went and go look at the defensive box plus minus and the defensive ratings of all time and the defensive win shares of all time, which one of them stats would show us the greater defensive players on the top 10 list?
Definitely box plus minus.
You sure about that?
Oh,
You're talking about who would show us the best defensive players?
Yes, if we looked at the top 10 career box plus minus players of all time, the top 10 defensive rated players of all time, the top 10 defensive win share players of all time, what list you think would show the greatest defensive players of all time the most?
I'm going with whatever the closest per game measurement would be, which is box plus minus for defensive, especially defensively.
So Nate McMillan is the greatest defensive player of all time.
Look.
And I like how y'all want to mention players.
Yeah, hold on.
What we're doing is we're picking.
No, stop. You can't use a stat to make Michael Jordan great and say that is a stat that represents the most or has the most value to it than the player who is the number one in that all time.
Nobody's saying that.
No,
see, this is what.
You know who's number one in defensive win shares all time?
Is it Hakeem?
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell.
There is no argument of Bill Russell's defensive prowess. You're going to tell me Nate McMillan's box plus minus makes him the greatest player of all time because Jordan's box plus minus makes him better than LeBron?
No, this is where we're getting off the rails, guys.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we're.
LeBron James's box plus minus, defensive box plus minus, is way higher than Dennis Rodman. So can we say because of defensive box plus minus, LeBron James is a better defender than Dennis Rodman?
I'd say he's a more consistent defender than Dennis Rodman.
No, this is by per game average. This is by per game. This is not per game. That's what defensive box plus minus means. That's what you said it means.
I'd say probably, yeah. I mean, I would agree that LeBron was probably more versatile and very better defender than Dennis Rodman. Rebounder, no. But defender, sure.
Wait. Who's better defensively, Dennis Rodman or Jordan?
Definitely Jordan.
Bro, did you just really say that, bro?
He just said it. He said it.
Bro, did you just really say that
Yeah, he said
somebody
it.
was more versatile than like? And I'm not trying, bro. We talking about Dennis Rodman, bro. Who was more versatile than Dennis Rodman as a defender? Who could he not
Oh,
guard on the perimeter or
One of
then
the
guard on
greatest
the interior?
rebounders of
oh
all
wait.
time.
Listen, defensive box plus minus. I was wrong. I forgot. It's not Nick Millen's number 2. Number 1 is David Robinson. Number 2
That's
is
crazy, bro.
Nate McMillan. Number 3 is Mark Eaton. Number 4 is Draymond Green. Number 5 all time defensive box plus minus Nikola Jokic.
Wow.
Nikola Jokic better than Bron?
Number 6 Ben Wallace. Number 7 Tree Rollins.
Come
Number
on
eight-
now, bro.
All great
number-
defenders.
Number 8, Akeem Olajuwon. Number 9, Bo Outlaw. Number 10, George Johnson.
So he perfect. Is Nikola Jokic better than Ben Wallace defensively?
Nowhere near on the pedestal.
So
Is this stat an average?
Hold on.
No,
Y'all
wait,
gotta
no,
let
Is
him
that an
answer.
average?
No,
Y'all
this is
gotta
a
let him
stat.
answer.
No, this is a stat that Michael Jordan fans throw around.
Wait. Is this stat an average? Is this stat an
All
average?
right, top 10 defensive rated players of all time. Gail Hurd, number 1. Dave Cowens, number 2. Tim Duncan's number 3. David Robinson is number 4. Ben Wallace is number 5. Number 6, Clifford Ray. Number 7, Wes Unseld. Number 8, Sam Lacey. Number 9, Jim Ard. Number 10, George Johnson. That's
Okay.
The way he said George
wait.
Johnson.
Wait.
Go to defensive win shares now.
Now we're gonna go
I
to
ain't hear up to date
We're
players.
gonna
Okay, what we gonna go to? What we gonna go to?
We're gonna go to defensive win shares, top 10 greatest defensive win share players.
Okay, yeah, let's go to that.
Bill Russell, number 1. Tim
Sounds
Duncan,
about right.
Tim Duncan, number 2.
Sounds about right.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, number 3.
Mhm.
Hakeem Olajuwon, number 4. Wilt Chamberlain, number 5. Karl Malone, number 6. Kevin Garnett, number 7. Elvin Hayes, number 8. Patrick Ewing, number 9. David Robinson, number 10. And just to round it off, number 11 is the GOAT of basketball, LeBron James. So, which defensive advanced stats tells you by the players who are listed there, or is the stat that's going to tell us defensive greatness?
Oh, come on, Travis. Which one?
I just want them to tell us who Jordan locked up.
So,
in all these defensive.
you're literally talking about players here. The top 8 players, or actually 7 players, have all played at least, was it 18 or 19 years, except for Bill Russell. And like, okay, so again, we're not talking about just one stat. We're talking about every stat. And again, it's between Mike and LeBron.
No,
Right?
again, you can't use it for just Mike and LeBron. It doesn't represent greatness. You're using a stat to say Jordan is greater than LeBron when that stat does not represent how great a player is. You're using a wrong stat.
It's the total resume. I'm not just using it. I'm not saying sitting here saying Mike was the best defensive player of all time.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
Listen,
Listen, Johnny, hold on. T Perfect. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta agree with him. He right. Like he right. He said it perfectly for you. We can like it doesn't determine how great somebody just really is. These stats, bro. Bro. When it comes to defensive win shares, offensive win shares, if you go search on what the metric is, how it's how it's put, bro. It even says, bro, it got something to do with team, your overall team, and what they're doing and stuff. It tells you the
That's
stuff.
most advanced stats.
You feel me? Like that's most, yeah, exactly, bro. Like that's most.
Here's why Jordan the GOAT. Jordan the GOAT because when you mention his stats, you always got to bring up who he played against. That's why he's the GOAT. Because he was so great. You can't
because 30 points per game is not enough. Because 30
Wait.
points per game is not enough. Jordan
every
averages
time
30
he
points per
mentioned his
game.
stat, oh,
Craig,
Why do you guys
Which stat is this, Craig? Craig, which stat is this you're talking about?
How many times he kept saying, who did Jordan lock up? Who did Jordan lock up?
Who did he lock up?
We're talking
y'all
about
know Y'all know Jordan did.
Y'all tell us that he's defensively
not
better.
even-
Hold on. Because I've seen LeBron lock up D Rose. In 2020, we've seen LeBron lock up Kawhi Leonard and Paul George.
Lose in the finals with him. So
you say what?
I seen him team up with Derrick Rose.
Okay, and I'd rather get to the finals and lose than get swept in the fucking first round.
Nah, bro, nobody, bro. That was a team effort on D Rose, bro.
They're losing, but when he's playing against those same players, they're great.
You said what?
They're never great when he's a teammate of theirs.
Listen,
You just said he locked up
shut
DeRozan.
down Stephen
DeRozan
Curry.
was on his team. What happened?
LeBron
Wait,
shut
hold
down
on,
Stephen
hold on, hold on,
Curry
hold
in
on.
2016. Who shut down Curry in
Hold
2016?
on, did he really just say that?
2016.
Did you really just say that when LeBron locked up an MVP Rose, that MVP
And he
Rose
had
was
an
compared to
MVP
the
Rose
Cavaliers
on his
D Rose?
team.
And then
Are you
8
really
years
serious right
later,
now?
Andrew
Yeah,
Rose played with LeBron.
I
8
mean,
years
MVP
later,
Rose is
Andrew
compared
Rose
to
played with LeBron.
Oh, now y'all want
Cavaliers Rose.
context. Y'all want context. He was
So, all right, so
old.
here's context.
He
Here's
was
context.
old. Y'all want context now.
Why
He was
couldn't Jordan? Hold
old.
I
on.
say
Why
no.
couldn't
8
Jordan?
years later.
Why couldn't Jordan win in the '80s? Because y'all said niggas didn't
Same
win
reason why
rings when
LeBron
Jordan
couldn't
was
win in
playing.
the 2000s.
No, because he got shut down by Rodman, who came to his
Bird
team
them
8
beat
years
him.
later.
Bird
No, he
them
got
put
shut
the.
down by Rodman.
Uh-huh.
He was losing by top 5 players of all time. He was losing teams that had top 5 players of all time.
He was getting shut
What
down
top
by
5 players all
Rodman.
time?
He was getting shut down by Rodman, who ended up on his team 8 years later.
Getting beat the fuck up in the '80s. They bullied that man. But listen, when we celebrate stats, y'all
All
say it
right,
don't
all
It's
matter.
right,
how this nigga say shit,
all
bro.
right, y'all. Let's
Bro,
let,
it be
let, let's
so
go
funny
ahead
to
and
Getting beat the
all right,
fuck up in the
y'all.
'80s.
I'm gonna remove y'all from the
OG was
show if y'all
making
don't
the
be quiet.
playoffs in the 80s
So
too,
let's go
losing
ahead
against
and let's get back
LeBron couldn't
to
even make
Travis
the
as
playoffs.
because
Look,
he
your
was trying
man's
to
up there
explain
with a
this.
red face. He look like a tomato up there. He's nervous. He done got debunked. He's
All right, calm
fucked
down,
up up
guys.
there.
Let's go. Let's calm down. Let's let
All
Travis
right,
go.
all right. Let's go ahead and get back to Travis. He was trying to explain why Jordan was better than LeBron, and he brought up some things that I guess don't really make Jordan the greatest, but better than LeBron. But okay, so
Yep.
you was talking about defensive box plus or minus, and what else? Defensive rating.
Yep. Okay. So he beats. Okay, so he's a better two-way player than LeBron. Okay, he beats him in whatever defense value you want to talk about. Basically, again, he's top 5 in his position in
Except stats,
steals
right?
and blocks per game. Only other person to do that is Hakeem Olajuwon. Again, he beats him in hardware as well. He beats him in MVPs, again Finals MVPs, defensive. Or he has 3 still titles, 9-10 all defense. Across the board, however you want to do it. Objectively speaking, Mike is a better measurable impact
So you
player
Okay,
use
than
so
LeBron James.
accomplishment to say
okay,
Now, I never said that he was
you're
more consistent. I always said LeBron is
okay.
the most consistent player of all time. That's why he's number 2. And he's right behind Jordan most of these advanced
So
metrics.
how can he not be better if
Okay,
he's been
okay,
the most
so
consistent?
all
But you're
right,
not going to make a case
all
that
right. Let
LeBron
me
was the
talk.
better player, objectively.
All right, so you're saying that Jordan beats LeBron in the metrics because he's better in his position. Is that what you're saying? He's top 5 in his position.
Not only is he top 5 in his position, but again, he's a better when you compare directly to LeBron. He has the best overall resume of all time.
Of all time.
Of all
That's
time.
not true. That's not true.
Very true.
This
Can
is
I ask a
crazy.
question?
So offensively, he's better than LeBron because he averaged more points. Is that what you're saying? Because he averaged more
Sure,
points.
he averages more points, and he averages,
There you go.
again, better offensive splits
But
as
T
well. So, I
Perfect,
mean,
LeBron has the most points though.
LeBron has the most points of all time.
yeah, because
In
he's
offense in the
consistent.
regular season and postseason. He shoots higher percentages than Jordan. And he has more assists. He
We've been
generates
over
more
this.
points. He generates more points. So you're saying that Jordan is better than LeBron because of what again? Because of splits? What splits?
So
Since we're not talking about stats.
he has a better offensive blocks plus minus. He's better, again, on that side of the floor.
Offensive box
Again,
plus
now,
minus
what I
is contributing to your teammates.
his
To your
true shooting,
teammates. Let's just talk about
he's
what they did on
half
the
a
court
percent
as a
behind
player.
him in overall efficiency. You want to talk about? I don't think Jordan was by any means perfect. Again, when you're talking about just his game in general, but again, when you're trying to diminish his record by saying, "Oh, again, he shot the most," or again, he doesn't have this. Whenever you're comparing LeBron to him, it's going to be a step below. LeBron has maintained his consistent game for 21. That's why I've consistently said
has he maintained his greatness longer?
Relative to Jordan, sure.
You agree that LeBron is great, right?
Of course.
Jordan is great, right, too, right?
Yeah.
So
LeBron's
who
number 2.
maintained their greatness the longest?
Definitely LeBron.
So how the fuck is he not the GOAT?
Because LeBron
Bro,
Jordan was better where it mattered
take,
and had a higher peak.
No. How is that a bad take? Because if you're the
bro,
greatest,
listen what you let me because bro,
All right.
name me. That's why
what is Jordan's peak? What is Jordan's peak?
Jordan's peak, I'd say, was objectively from 87 to, let's say, 97. The best peak in NBA history, next to Kareem.
About 10 years. That's
That's
about
his
10
prime,
years.
really.
That's about 10 years, basically, right?
Sure.
Okay, what is LeBron's peak?
LeBron's peak, I'd say, especially when you count everything defensively, I'd say it was probably from 2009 to 18.
So 2007 wasn't his peak, in his peak at all.
No.
2000. How is that not LeBron's peak? Like what was the reason that wasn't LeBron's peak?
Because he didn't lead he didn't start leading the NBA in really anything, and especially advanced metrics until I believe it was 2008 season, and that's when he started winning MVPs the next year after that.
Value over replacement. 2005, I believe he was second in value over replacement. He was one of the top players.
Bro,
right
I think y'all both getting
19 years
prime
in the
and
league.
peak messed up, bro.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Johnny.
LeBron James averages more points, rebounds, and assists as a Laker than he did as a Cleveland Cavalier or a Miami Heat player. LeBron James is, if you want to give Jordan's peak 87 to 97, LeBron James' legitimate peak is 05 till 2021. LeBron James has a 19-20 year easily.
Nah, bro.
What?
Nah,
What are you talking
bro.
about?
We getting peaked, bro. We getting peak and prime messed up. A peak is when you were just at the best of your ability. This is when you were the
Based on what? Based on what?
Based on, it's going to be based on how good. Bro, when I think of LeBron being at his peak, I'm thinking the best LeBron. I'm thinking of 2012 from about 2017, 2016, bro. I'm thinking of the best years of him being a prime. A prime is just when they was is when they were just at the elite level, bro. At the elite level, bro.
So who had a longer prime?
Who had a longer prime between Michael Jordan and LeBron? It's LeBron. It's LeBron.
So then how is Jordan the GOAT?
Because, bro, it's just like this, bro. If you name your because it's just like this, bro. If you name your top five, most of your top five, bro, they're not gonna have too much of a long prime, bro. Larry Bird didn't have a long prime, bro. When we talk about the three, when we talk about the three most elite, longest primes, bro, most of those dudes was niggas that played 20 years. And those three are LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe Bryant. They both played 20 plus years. They stayed at a prime for at least 10 straight years. Like, you can't compare that to, okay,
It sounds like y'all are making excuses, right? Because when we say prime, right, that means you say it at an elite level. So if you give me two players, and hold on. No. You give me two players.
Twin man, your mic is completely bad, Twin man.
Yeah, that bad.
You told us that LeBron played at an elite level longer than Jordan. How can you then say that Jordan is the greater player if we've seen LeBron play at a greater level longer than your greatest player?
That's like this, bro. Cause listen, bro, that's like saying, bro, you got some people that might have Larry Bird, or they might have Hakeem Olajuwon over Tim Duncan, or let's say Will Chamberlain or whatever. Let's say that, right? But even though Tim Duncan had a longer prime, he was more consistent on an elite level due to the circumstances of their careers not being that long, and Larry Bird having certain back issues and stuff. So what you're gonna do is try to just base them off of where they was at the best of their career. Just because you had a longer prime doesn't make you the better player, bro.
Has LeBron ever had an off year?
Nobody can't take nothing from you being healthy.
Have we seen a player do what LeBron has done?
Bro, Michael never had an off year, bro.
Yes, he did.
Nobody in their prime never had. Nobody in their prime never had an off year, bro.
He played baseball.
He wasn't, bro. He wasn't even in the NBA, bro.
If that's the case, then
that's not an off year, nigga. How's that an off year? He not in the NBA.
If y'all want to go off a peak, then Gilbert Arenas is the top 20 greatest players of all time.
Fact.
Wilt Chamberlain is the greatest player of all time. If we're going off a peak, you guys are not standing 10 toes down when we're talking the GOAT conversation. Because you think Michael Jordan had a better peak than LeBron doesn't make him better than LeBron.
No, I agree with you.
No,
I
I'm not
agree
done.
with you.
I'm not done, SFM. I'm not done. When I pause, that don't mean you can jump in. That means you sit and still listen, because I'm exposing right now. This idea that Michael Jordan averaging 32 points per game, taking 24 shots per game, makes him a better offensive player than LeBron James is preposterous. Preposterous. LeBron James only averages 3 less points than Michael Jordan for his career. That's it. LeBron James gets more assists, generates more points. Even if you want to say the offensive rebounds matter, that does not make Michael Jordan a better offensive player than LeBron. LeBron gets his team involved in the offense because he's a playmaker. Jordan's not a playmaker. Jordan is somebody they make plays for. Somebody has to. Matter of fact, I just found out today that they had to put the Bulls sign on the floor to help Jordan and the Bulls know where to stand at for the triangle offense. You guys want to talk about somebody that needs help all throughout his career to be as great as he was? It's Michael Jordan. I'm tired of this. You brought up offensive box plus minus, a stat that they changed in 2017, which Jordan was at number 1 in prior to 2017. Because these metrics don't matter. What matters is the true stats that we all know. Points per game, rebounds per game, blocks per game, assists per game, steals per game. Jordan is not better than LeBron in offense. LeBron is a two-way defender. He has more blocks than Jordan for his career. He has 2,000 steals. He rebounds better than Jordan. So on the defensive side, LeBron is also better than Jordan. Like, I don't understand why you guys don't want to use the real metrics. You want to run to advanced stats. You don't understand what the advanced stats mean. They don't make anybody the greatest players of all time because of advanced stats. These things are subjective metrics that don't really show nothing. At the end of the day, what did Jordan accomplish? What is he the only thing he's great at? What is the only accomplishment Michael Jordan stands alone at? Can any one of you Jordan fans tell me that? What are they? Name the things that only Jordan has as statistics and accolades that Jordan is the most at or the only at.
6-0, baby.
That's not the most.
Right.
That's not the most.
That's the only though. You said only. You said only.
Robert Horry
That's
has
not
the most.
That's not the most.
Count.
He's not the only. Scottie Pippen has 6-0 as well.
Oh, there it goes.
So again, name me something else.
6 finals MVP, no losses.
6 finals MVPs is a record. No one has 6 finals MVP. That's one. What else?
Okay.
No one won MVP, a scoring title, and a all defensive.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron got cheated. We know
nobody won.
No, and he did it 4 times. And he did it 4 times.
He should have won that over Mark.
He did it 4 times.
No.
Oh yeah.
Can I ask a question?
You want to combine things. That's how you have to combine things.
LeBron is the only 30, 10, and 10, 10, right? He's the only 39, 10, and 10.
That's for a career. That's for a career. We're not talking about a season. We're talking about for a career.
Career. He's the only person to do it.
And career.
It should be easier then. If it's only a season to do it, it should be easier.
Well, hold on. Let me bring up this. Let me tell y'all this. This crazy.
All right. Travis, I want to get back to you saying that LeBron peak started in 2009. I don't know if I had to step away for a little bit. I'm confused by that part. LeBron peak, you said started in 2009, and you said it's because he didn't lead in anything?
No. So when you started looking at his career, again, it started to peak around, I'd say 2008, 2009, where you started to see his points level off, his, offensive and defensive win shares start level off. He was like top 10 in pretty much everything. And that extended and led, I'd say, till peaked off at about 2016 or 17. He was really good in 18. That was his only 82 game played or season played. From then, you start to see a little bit of a dip, especially the last 4 years where he's nowhere near what he was, especially. And he's a little bit better defensively this year, but his, again, box plus minus was falling off a cliff. So was his rating. But again, we're talking about LeBron versus Jordan, especially the total resume. Again, you can't say he's not the best because he's not number one in something. It's about the total and complete resume. Jordan's the best two-way player of all time, both by points scored per game and by defensive accolades. No one approaches that. Again, he clears LeBron in the MVP race and the finals MVP race. Again, those are the things that matter, what makes you great. Has LeBron played longer and better? or more consistently, sure. But none of his years are going to match up with like peak Mike years, except for maybe like 30, 40. And so we're going to say Mike accomplished more in less time while being objectively better in any way you want to measure
in
it.
a less skilled era.
That's debatable.
Let's
Bro, if we
go to
bringing up errors, bro, then leave Will Chamberlain and Bill
All right,
Russell.
all right,
Wait,
all right,
you say
guys.
he
I'm
cleared?
gonna
I don't want to hear Bill
remove
Russell's
y'all
name no
from.
more. He
Either
cleared.
error, if the error argument does not matter, then Bill Russell is the undisputed GOAT.
Wait, hold on. But you say he clears the Finals MVP, so 2 more is clearing.
Yeah, that means he has more.
That's clearing.
That's more.
That's not 8 more. That's like, all right, go ahead. That's crazy.
Well, he had
More is
21
more.
years to
All
get
right,
sick.
all right. So,
He had 21 years
all
to
right,
get sick.
so,
Bro, Craig, funny, bro.
He had
all
21
right.
years
So,
to get sick.
Travis. So if we're gonna
He
talk
had 10
about
chances to
Michael
get sick.
Jordan clearing LeBron in like stats, so all of the total stats, we understand that goes to LeBron, right?
Okay,
All
so
of the
the
totals.
argument for LeBron is GOAT, right?
Yeah.
The argument for
Yeah,
LeBron
I'm
is
just saying,
GOAT
like
is that
if
he's
we're going
played longer.
if we're going to stick with totals, that's going to go to LeBron, right? If we just
Sure.
going to stick
So
with
the
totals.
argument for LeBron is that he has better totals than Mike. That's it.
He clears
Okay,
him.
so
That's not
so
only
basically,
argument.
so basically, defensive,
They're gonna combine
defensive rebounds per game, defensive total rebounds, that goes to Jordan. Assists goes to Jordan. 3-pointers goes to Jordan. Since you say averages all go to Jordan, so I just named off like 5 of them. Do those go to Jordan?
No, nobody said he has the better complete averages. Said he has more points, more steals, just as many blocks, fewer turnovers per game.
How does he
almost
have more
an even
points
percentage?
when Bron is deleting all-time scores?
LeBron has less fouls per game, less missed shots per game. Can we continue?
Yeah. So we're saying all of the 1,000, like all the 100 totals we have, those go to LeBron. So let's just accept steals in the regular season. Postseason, regular season, career, those all go to LeBron.
I just said
so let's
the argument for LeBron is the GOAT
averages.
is total.
So let's go to averages because we already see that part goes to. So now all the averages have to go to Jordan to make it even. And if all the averages do not go to Jordan, how is it even?
No, they don't. Why would they all have to go? Okay, Jordan. Okay,
Because
also
Jordan
Jordan dominates his position.
We have totals and we have averages. The totals is gonna be all the way for LeBron. So now we have to make sure we bring that down with averages. So the averages has to equal out for Jordan being better than LeBron. And we already named steals and points per game for Jordan.
That's it.
And free throws, and that's it. And free throws.
Free throws.
That's
so
it.
What else? So it seems like the averages are going for LeBron. So it's tipping the scale even more.
Averages are always in context as well, especially when you're position.
It's no context. It's averages. Rebounds, blocks, steal, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, 2-point percentage, whatever you want to do. The averages is going to go to LeBron.
So wait, Larry Bird has the best stat line of all time, right? Is he the GOAT?
The best stats of all time? Will?
No, the best stat line of all time? How's that not Larry Bird? Is he the GOAT?
Will's number 1 in points per game, number 1 in rebounds per game.
Larry was Larry like 25, 11, and 7 for his career?
Will is number 1 in points per game and in rebounds per game. 30.1 is the number 1, and 20-something rebounds per game is number 1. Wilt has the best stat line when we're talking about actual points per game or whatever. That's not even a question.
So is Wilt the GOAT?
And T Perfect.
We're not using that. We're not using that. You're using that. You said that Jordan.
You said averages all go to LeBron.
Exactly. Jordan doesn't have all the averages. Yes, you did. You said he has all the averages. Jordan does not have all the averages. He does not have them. You have to remove seasons to make Jordan the GOAT. Listen, LeBron James was number 1 in VORP and box plus minus in 2006. You took away 3 years from LeBron's prime. Because of Jordan's prime. Because Jordan's prime is not enough. Jordan's prime is not enough. Jordan's peak is not enough. Jordan's career is not enough. Jordan is not enough. That's it. It's not enough.
Maybe Ajani. We can debate is Jordan better than Larry Bird?
Ajani.
Bro,
Josh.
Jordan is miles
I'm
light year.
listening.
Bro, Larry
I'm
Bird not
listening.
even on Kobe
But
level,
no, no,
bro.
no, no,
Like,
no.
bro,
But
get
when
I'm
they
him out of
counted
here,
listening.
bro.
I'm
most,
listening. I'm
when
listening. I'm listening. We're
Talking
going
about
by
Larry
careers
when
here,
they
Bird.
OJ.
counted most, Bird beat the shit out of Jordan.
Bro, what did bro? Name me
We're
this.
using
This
y'all logic.
Dumbest
name
argument.
me,
We're
bro.
using
Who?
y'all logic.
What logic? Who said
What?
anything about
No, no,
anybody
no, no, no,
beating
no, no.
anybody, bro?
Because
What are
hold
you
on.
talking about?
T Perfect just said, does that make Larry Bird the GOAT? But then y'all use rings to decide your GOAT. LeBron has more
No,
rings
we
than Larry
don't.
Bird, so that's
No one's
LeBron right
ever
there.
said
That's
6
out of
rings
the
makes
way.
Mike the GOAT.
That's
Nobody,
out of the way.
nobody
So
ever said rings
when it
decided
counts
players
more,
to go.
when it
Johnny.
counts
I'm
more,
listening. I'm listening.
Bird
Hey, Stephen
smoked the
Smith,
shit out of
Check
Jordan.
this out.
Smith
To
talk about
answer
all
your
the time.
question
Bro,
that these Jordan fans
if I
couldn't
said
answer.
stats, if I based everything off stats, bro, and I based everything off accolades, oh, I'm gonna say that Will Chamberlain is just the greatest of all time. I based
Hey,
off stats. If I
SFM,
said
what matters the
like
most? Does the regular season or does the playoffs and finals matter?
all of it.
So now all of it matters.
No, when we talk about a GOAT debate, all of this is
Okay, so when we
accumulated
talk
into
about a
one.
GOAT debate, who's won more in the playoffs against each other, Larry Bird or Jordan?
Y'all let a motherfucker talk, man.
Bro,
Yeah, y'all using
bro.
team accomplishments as a
Okay,
comparison.
okay, that was team accomplishments.
Larry Bird won more.
Okay,
That
then
don't,
so debate
Look,
over. So debate
that
can I
over.
say
don't make,
something real quick?
Debate over. It's done.
who claim is that for to win a debate, bro?
Let Chad go. Chad Manning is on
That's
you,
not
bro.
a good debate. That's not a good
Debate is
debate
over.
strategy, bro.
Debate is over.
Got
No,
some
no, you
casuals on
want
here,
the
Johnny.
debate over,
We
Hold
using
on,
y'all
yeah, I just
logic. Debate
Can I
over.
look,
go?
I just want
bro.
to say
Nobody
quickly.
said nothing like that, bro.
Hold on, wait. Let's first of all, before we go, we had boycott activity who has been very patient. Boycott activity. You said you had a nuclear bomb waiting in your arsenal. Please drop it for me, please.
This is what I always ask because people always talk about your competition or your era doesn't matter. In every sport, your era matters,
Yeah, it
right?
does.
Can I ask any Jordan fan or any person that thinks Jordan is the GOAT, who is the greatest boxer of all time?
Roy Jones Jr.
Ah,
Okay,
They all say
sure.
Muhammad Ali.
Roy Jones Jr.
Most people say
Anybody
Muhammad
else?
Ali.
Man, that's what I
Most
wanted to
people
say.
say Muhammad Ali.
Streaming
Most
on
Most
people
people say
say
Muhammad Ali,
most is
right?
Muhammad
Mhm.
Ali. Yes.
Okay, why not Floyd Mayweather? He's undefeated. He has
Because of
more
what
accolades.
Muhammad Ali did off the court as well.
That's not what people when you Google why
I said
Muhammad Ali
Tyson's
is
the
the GOAT.
GOAT
The
because of
GOAT.
his peak. He was
so
knocking
y'all
people.
y'all talking off the court. So who's done more off the court, Jordan or
No,
Bronny?
No, no,
what
no,
he
no, no, no.
what
Let's
he
not.
trying to
Let's
say,
not.
no.
None of that matters off
Let's
the
not
court.
Wait, all
veer.
right,
Let's
all
not
right. What
veer.
he's
Let's
no,
not
he's
veer.
trying
Let's
to
not veer.
yeah, what he's trying to say is that Ali's competition, the fighters that Ali had to fight, is why
Exactly.
made him the GOAT.
That's why Muhammad Ali
And
is the GOAT
yeah, and
because of
Floyd
his
didn't fight
competition.
great. Floyd, everybody
Floyd
would say
didn't fight
Floyd.
anybody.
Yeah, Floyd didn't fight the best players at the best time
I don't
of their
got
career.
Muhammad. I
That's what
got
they say.
Tyson.
LeBron
And I
played the
like
elite of the elite,
Uh-uh.
and he beat the elite of the elite. That's why competition matters. Larry
Who
Bird
Based on what?
himself said.
What are you
who,
basing
who
Hold
did
on,
he
competition
beat?
hold
on?
Who
on,
did he
hold
You
on,
beat?
basing
Hey,
it
oh
on
wait,
stats?
let him speak, Craig. Let him speak. Let him
hold
speak.
on.
Continue.
Larry Bird himself said when they asked about Jordan dominating his era, Larry Bird himself said this era is weak because of the amount of expansion teams in the league. Larry Bird said that. So when we're talking about GOAT, the people you played has to matter. If I'm the JV national champion, meaning I'm winning championships in JV and MVP in JV, it doesn't compare to my big brother who's playing varsity, winning national championships in varsity. Competition always matters, right?
So
So
Bill
that's what
Russell
we
and Will
have to take into.
Chamberlain.
Hold
So
on,
Bill
let him
Will.
speak.
Oh, go
Let him
ahead. Go
speak.
ahead.
Let him speak, bro. Y'all gotta let people speak. He's not done. When he's done, he'll let y'all know. Go ahead. Continue, boycott. Hurry it up, though. Get to your point.
So this is the last part. This is the last part.
Mhm.
So the rule change made things harder, and he played against the elite. So what his winning versus the elite, his difficulty to get to a championship has to matter in the GOAT debate. That's it.
All right. So hold on, Chad. Chad, you wanted to chime in on something. What did you have to say, Chad?
You asked the question,
Mm-hmm.
what was Jordan number one in that nobody else is in? There's only
Mm-hmm.
one thing when you take in the count of the entire league where everybody had the same opportunity to do, and that's 10 scoring titles. Outside of that, he's not number one in shit.
He got 6 Finals
Season
MVP.
points per game. Postseason points per game.
Okay,
Win
so
Super
Bill
Bowl
Russell and
Yeah,
Wilt
he got
Chamberlain,
2.
they
Watch
had
stuff on it.
opportunities to win
S-
the Finals MVPs. I said
SFM,
that
Because
everybody
West
was
was the
eligible
first
to
recipient
get.
of the MVP.
yes, SFM, you had to hear that. Everybody had to be eligible to get it in the history of the league. The finals MVP is not one of those accolades.
Defensive Player of the Year.
It's not one of those
Defensive All
accolades.
That's
Team.
not one.
So
Scheme.
That's not one.
Jordan is
What?
number one in points per game. He's number one in points per game all time, and he's number
And
one
scoring
in
titles. That's
and
it.
scoring titles. If you want to count the awards that everybody had a chance to win, that's it.
So how do you let somebody that has 10 score, like you got 10 score titles? How do you let someone pass you all time scoring? Like
They actually passed him.
Bro, what are this man not understanding, bro? Listen what you saying, bro.
SFM,
have
mute
to
up real quick, bro. Like
you
you're
have to
probably
know
the least
more. No,
competent
cause
person
like
on the
that
panel
sound
right now.
crazy.
That's a valid question. Why
No,
are you?
okay. Well, let me answer it.
How do you have 10 scoring titles, but you're fifth all time?
Okay, let me answer it to make more sense, bro. It's simple as this. It's simple math.
You about to speak to my point, by the way.
It's simple
Go
math.
ahead. Show your
He
math.
played 15 years. You played 21 years.
Okay, so
Y'all
why
were
is it
both
Robert?
elite.
Hold on.
Let me
Why is it
finish.
Robert
Let me
Parrish?
finish. Let me
Let him
Why
finish.
is it
finish.
Robert Parrish over there?
Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Uh-huh.
Y'all were both elite y'all were both elite scorers. You played more years than him. You came into the NBA earlier than he did. One came into the NBA at 18. The other one came into the NBA at 22, 23 years old. One
Who's that?
stayed more healthy than any other player in NBA history, and he stayed on consistent basis of 26 to 27 points. If you give Michael Jordan 6 more motherfucking years, he would damn near have 40,000 points. It's just damn near
So now
common
we
sense.
going.
If
No,
I
it's not.
compare
Hold
you,
on. Brandon, I got this. No, it's not. You can't give Jordan 6 years. He didn't have it. Stop giving Jordan shit.
exactly.
So stop giving him
You
shit
took
that he never
You couldn't
did.
play that long.
It's fantasy. He's never
It
played
was unfair.
20 NBA seasons. He's not playing 17. The man didn't even want to play 10 straight years. The man could have never reached 40,000. Stop it.
Okay, let me ask you something. Does totals make you better?
No,
Yes.
shooting more than anybody else in the league doesn't make you better because Jordan's taking 3 more shots per game than anybody. It doesn't matter. There's guys who shoot better than Jordan.
You gotta make them.
Jordan is not the
Hey, Craig,
greatest
that's a valid
shooter
point,
of
though.
all time.
So if it takes you
Jordan-
300 more
player
shots,
Jordan,
you're going to make some shots.
Listen, Jordan is not the greatest shooter of all time. He's not the most efficient scorer of all time.
He's the best on his team, though. So we're going. He does what he can only do on his team. So
No,
he's the best on
he
his
doesn't
team.
he doesn't have the best field goal percentage on his team. He is not the best shooter on his team.
Bro,
he is just the best
totals.
shot taker. He just takes the most shots. That's
and he
it.
makes
He
the most.
doesn't-
And he
no,
makes the most.
because he
And he
takes the
makes
most.
Totals matter in every sport.
No, wait. Now wait. So now
Yes,
value
totals
Yeah, but
matter.
it doesn't make you better. They
Totals
do
matter.
matter.
value
It matter. Don't make you better,
How
bro.
much somebody shoots
So wait.
isn't up to us.
It does too.
So wait a minute.
No, that's
Jordan
Crazy,
could shoot
bro.
more than his
Yes,
teammates.
yes, it does. Especially when nobody
No.
else has done it. Especially when nobody else has
Just
done it.
like you run this group,
That's
you
a
score
ridiculous
more because
argument.
you're the best.
Yo,
Jordan's the best player
horrible
on
argument.
his team.
Listen to what I'm telling you guys. You want to use totals. Jordan is taking more shots totally than anybody else on his team, and you're going to say he's scoring more. Just like you're blaming LeBron for scoring more, taking more, and being longevity. It's just like Jordan. High volume. Anybody else on Michael Jordan's team that's averaging over 50% shooting, which plenty of his players could do the same thing Mike was doing.
Steve Kerr's not
94,
putting up the
none of them
same
average over
numbers. Stop
25.
it, man. They don't have the same
Nobody's
ability.
average.
They don't have the same
He
ability.
left in
Crazy.
94. Nobody averaged 25.
And they won 55 games.
Anybody
and they didn't win a title.
Anybody
they won 55 games without the nigga.
And they didn't win a title.
Nigga, they were one bullshit call away from getting to the fucking
whatever it was, they didn't win. Whatever it was,
when LeBron left,
man, stop it. Where was Michael Jordan in 1999 when he could have had the same roster besides Scottie Pippen? Why did he go to the championship?
He was retired. That has nothing to do with us. That's nothing to do with the conversation.
Michael Jordan said he wanted his 7th championship. Why didn't he go for the 7th?
Go ask him.
Jordan says they went 9.
You know why? Because he like,
because there was no
because he like at this point. Because he like at this point, I'm gonna just give y'all boys a chance. I'd have came back,
but then he came back with 3.
I'd have came back and won another 3. I'm gonna give y'all a chance.
Again, SFM, you don't listen. He wanted number 7. Why did Michael Jordan?
We don't know. Go ask him. That we don't care
Jordan
about.
said he wanted 9. Jordan from his mouth said he's going to win 9.
You know why?
Wait.
You know why Jordan didn't go for 7? Because he cannot win without Scottie Pippen.
Okay,
He
okay.
He
knew
didn't go for 7 because he knew LeBron wouldn't get 6. How about
here's
that? How about
here's
that?
where the argument starts to break down
When
a
has
little
LeBron
bit.
said he wanted 6? When has LeBron ever said I want 6 NBA titles? When has
When he said
LeBron
he's
ever
chasing the
said
ghost
that?
in Chicago.
No, he didn't never say that. He never said I'm chasing the ghost in Chicago. Never
Yes,
said
he
that.
did.
Nah, he did say that.
When
He
did
did say
LeBron
that.
say I'm chasing the ghost in Chicago?
He did say that.
When did he say I'm doing that? Or did he say that people got me chasing it?
No, he said he's doing it.
Because he knows
Nah, he
how
said
great
that.
he is. He knows
No.
what he has to accomplish.
Nobody's taking away from Jordan's greatness, though.
Nobody ever heard LeBron James says I want to end my career with 6 NBA titles. I heard him
Okay.
say I want to have a
When
championship.
did he say he wanted to end it 39, 10, and 10? When did he say he wanted to end his career 39, 10, and 10?
Man, I heard that nigga say he wanted
I
7
know,
rings, bro. Man,
Not
Johnny.
1, not 2, not 3,
not 3,
not
not
4,
4, not 5, not 6,
not
7.
7.
And
We
he
didn't
never
know he was
quit.
talking about
And
his
he
finals
never
losses
quit.
the whole
And
time.
He never quit.
What is
And
that?
he
How
never
you
He
quit.
failed.
Wait,
Jordan
He
did
never
better than
quit.
him.
Wait, Jordan
never
didn't fail?
never quit. He
He
never
never
So when he was
quit.
getting
He
swept, he
never
didn't
quit
fail?
and still didn't do it. He never
Not
quit and
4,
still
When Larry
didn't do
Bird
it.
was putting belts to ass, that wasn't a
Hold,
failure?
hold on real quick. Hold on
Not
real
on the
quick.
When
level of
Pistons was
LeBron.
putting feet on that nigga, he didn't fail?
No,
Man,
listen.
it's levels to
Michael
this.
Jordan quit. LeBron didn't quit.
He
But
quit as a champion, as a
and he
three-peat.
still has not accomplished more, even though he did not quit.
He has accomplished
Hold
more.
on.
He has.
Hold on.
Took his
LeBron
team
has-
to more
Why-
finals
why-
than Jordan. He willed his team to more finals than Jordan.
Not one
And
more
he
finals.
lost.
No, he didn't
He
win, bro. He had,
lost
bro.
He
Don't
willed.
make
I
me do
said
the
he
super team
willed.
thing, bro.
He
Don't make
willed
me do
his
the
team
super
to more
team
finals
thing.
than Jordan.
Mike ain't never had a super
Jordan's
team.
6 championships does not make him the GOAT, nor does it make him better
How
than
many
LeBron
rings? How many rings did
Mike
Bron
ain't
win
never had a
without?
super team,
Hold
bro.
on. How many rings did Bron win without D Wade?
Who never had a
Bro,
super team?
it was still a super
No.
team, bro. You
How
had
many?
Kyrie, Kevin Love.
How many rings did he win without AD?
I don't know.
How
He
many
won a
rings did he
couple.
win without AD?
I
Greatest
think
player, you got to name like 5
How many
players.
rings did he win without Kyrie?
Damn, that's
every
2
ring,
How
players.
many rings did
every
Jordan
ring
win without
without
Pippen?
AD was a super team.
How many
bro.
rings did Jordan
Hold
win
on.
without Pippen?
That one player was a top 10 player of his decade. None of the players you name it was a top 5 player in his decade. Scotty was a top 5 player.
I know
I don't
a
hear that.
player that had
Kyrie's not
3
top
other
10.
top
Love is
75
not
players
top
in this
10.
playoffs.
AD's not a top 10 player. LeBron won a championship without an all-defensive player. Jordan's never done that. Jordan had 2 all-defensive players on the same roster with him winning
Oh,
championships.
Hey,
now
seven-
Robin get credit.
never
seven-
had
Now
two
three and
Robin
nine.
get credit for defense. Now
73
Robin
and
get
9.
credit
Who
for
beat that
defense.
team?
Again, we told you Rodman plays defense. Who said we didn't play defense? We just said he didn't play defense on Shaq, Craig. Who said that? He just didn't play defense on Shaq because Shaq averaged more against Rodman than he did.
Did anybody else average 20 when Jordan was in the finals on his team? Did anybody else on the Bulls average 20?
He was
Yes.
shooting all the fucking points.
Yes.
Whatever the results were, he still
That's
won.
not taking nothing for him.
Pippen
Putting
did.
credit
Come
on him.
Scottie Pippen
Can I
averaged
just ask a
24
question?
in 2 separate
Can I
finals.
ask a question real quick?
What year
Can I ask
you
a
said?
question? Can I ask a question real
Go
quick?
ahead. Go ahead, boycott.
Why is it
Everybody need a
that
moment,
in
man.
every
Calm
sport,
down.
why is it in every sport totals determines the GOAT except for the NBA?
They don't.
They
don't.
In the NFL, the greatest running back of all time is Emmitt Smith because of
What
total.
metric aside from total rushing yards?
I'm a Cowboys fan.
Nobody here agree with that.
Super Bowl MVP,
Okay,
league
the
MVP.
greatest home run hitter,
He wasn't even better than Barry
is by
Sanders.
totals.
What? No, he wasn't. By any measurement.
Nobody does per home run a game. They don't do
Nobody
that
does
in
that,
baseball.
bro.
That's not a major stat.
The NFL doesn't do per game yards. That's why Tom Brady is number 1.
What?
Emmitt Smith is definitely not the greatest.
They actually do.
I think all of us
So
Yeah, they
why
do.
is
Tom Brady
Emmitt Smith
doesn't
not the
lead
greatest running
the
back of all time?
NFL in total yards.
Bro, Tom
But yet-
Brady is more than the GOAT just because of that. Simple, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all need to stop this simple.
Okay,
God.
why is Emmitt Smith not the greatest running back of all time? Somebody.
That's number 1.
Well,
Tell me
Travis
what their
should know.
yards per game is. Tell me
Everybody,
what their yards per
everybody,
game is.
every
So why
running
is
back
Emmitt
is
Smith not the
aiming
greatest
for
running
that
back of all
rush
time?
yards. Every running back is aiming for those
I
total
think
rush
Barry
yards.
Sanders better than Emmitt Smith.
The greatest hitters,
Why
the
is
greatest home run
Barry
hitters,
better than Emmett?
the
Why is Barry
Yeah,
the
better than
greatest.
He's a
Yeah,
better
I'm thinking
runner.
Barry better.
No,
Because of
bro.
what? Because
The greatest
I'm a
home
why
run
is
hitters are
Barry
aiming
better
for
than
the
Emmett?
total. The greatest home run hitters are aiming for the total. They're not aiming for the most home runs per year, bro.
Because they don't
All
track
right.
Right?
home runs per game. That's
All
not a
right,
measure.
boy, I got this. Okay, can you
The
guys
great
answer why Emmitt Smith is not the greatest running back of
We
all
talking
time?
basketball right now.
Sure.
For real.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You try to change the sport to make the same argument
Yeah,
in
like y'all want to talk
basketball.
NHL now?
No, because
I'm going to talk NFL because this is my show. Why is Emmitt Smith not the greatest running back of all
He's
time?
not. He's not.
why?
Emmitt
Why?
Smith. Okay, so Emmitt Smith isn't even
There are
top
many.
15 in rush yards per game.
Yeah.
Again, he has.
Okay.
Well, I believe he has no MVPs here.
He's got an MVP.
He got MVP. Next,
Is
what
he
else?
better than
Because
Let's
Adrian
see.
Peterson?
apparently you don't know about Emmitt Smith if you say that. You say something that ridiculous. You don't know anything about Emmitt Smith. So someone else
Exactly.
explain why
So
And,
Emmitt
the
and
Smith
top
none
is
of this
not the
five
can
greatest.
tell
in
you
rush
what
per
their yards
game.
per game
Somebody
is
else
without
explain
looking
this
it up.
because Travis don't even know he. I mean, how you not know Emmitt Smith was an MVP? All right, next. Somebody next explain why Emmitt
Yes,
Smith not the
about
greatest.
to come out.
Because
and
he's
then we're gonna go to
alive.
Jerry Rice.
We can name.
And then
We
we're
can
gonna go
name
to
better
Jerry
running
Rice.
backs
Jerry
than
Rice
Emmitt
has the
Smith.
same thing, the most and everything. All right, now explain why Emmitt Smith is not the greatest.
Because
Because we
Adrian
already
Peterson is better than Emmitt Smith. That's why.
why?
What he does per game. If anybody in the NFL
Cat.
goes for 60 yards a game for the next 20 years, we're gonna really
They don't
say
know
because
nobody
he's
know the
running for
answer to
60
Who
that
has
without
yards,
more
he's
looking it
that
up.
Super
great.
Bowl
That's the point.
MVPs? Who
Y'all
has
don't know
more
the
Super
answer
Bowl
without
MVPs?
looking it up.
Listen, I ain't come here to
Who has more titles? Let's just use this Jordan argument we always use. Who has more
It's
titles?
two
Who
different
has more
sports,
And
Super Bowl
bro.
MVPs?
undefeated.
Who
And
has
Two
more
different
undefeated.
sports. Two
undefeated?
different sports, dude. Two different sports.
Yeah, but I'm a Cowboys fan. I still don't say Emmitt is the greatest running back.
Yeah,
Though.
because
Like,
we
that shit don't
know.
mean nothing to
Okay,
me.
I just don't know why
He's a
he's not.
great though.
You just
Bro,
said because
nobody
Adrian
just
Peterson
said
has
simply
more yards per game.
that about Michael Jordan, bro. Well, what I
Yeah.
feel like what people just the main GOAT status Michael got, bro. He's the greatest. People feel like a lot of people feel like he's the greatest two-way player of all time. Not only
SFM,
was
did
he
you
the
see him
greatest
play?
two-way player of all time, his impact showed on the floor. Like I
SFM, did
always
you
say
see him
this.
play?
I always say this. Sometimes more is less. Just because you
SFM,
might do some things more on the floor than somebody else, that don't mean you're more impactful than
SFM,
what
you
he's
answer the
doing.
question. Did you see Jordan play?
Yes, I saw Jordan play.
How did you see Jordan play? You saw him play live, like you saw him when the games are coming on TV.
Oh my God! Now
Nah, I
So
didn't.
you
I
so
didn't.
wait. So you're not going based off what you actually saw. You're going based off what other niggas
No.
saw.
I can go back.
That's why
I
I'm
can
tired of
ask.
you niggas.
No,
That's why I'm
rebrand
tired of you niggas, bro.
Rebranded. No, I'm tired of niggas like you because I hate when niggas say that because
I'm
y'all only say
tired
that
of
about.
niggas that get on
Hold
YouTube
on,
and say who they goat is.
listen. I hate when niggas say that like you because I can actually go back and go look at Michael Jordan first game and every game he played to his last. Most of you
No,
niggas
you
will have.
can't. No,
Hold
you
on,
can't.
No
listen.
one can
No,
do
you
that.
can't.
Nobody can do that.
Okay. Let me
That's a lie.
finish.
Listen. No, let you finish. No, man, listen, man. I
Man,
don't
y'all
care
niggas
how.
got Bill Russell in y'all top five, man. Get the fuck out of
Listen.
here.
Yeah, because Bill Russell's greater than Michael Jordan.
Y'all
You
ain't
can't
never
prove
seen
it.
him play, though.
You can't
Y'all ain't
prove
never
it.
seen him play.
All right. How Michael Jordan's better than 5 more championships? State it. You got 5 fucking minutes to shut up. Tell me. 5 more championships. Go ahead.
Bro. Cause as an we talking about as an overall player, he's better. He's just better. He's light years ahead of Bill Russell. Sorry.
Light years is
Why?
crazy.
Why?
Light years.
Why?
Why? He has
Put
5
the
more
glass
championships.
dick down.
What does Michael Jordan have that's beating 5 more NBA championships?
What does Michael Jordan? You talking about in terms of accolades or just as a player?
Basketball.
Basketball.
In terms of basketball.
In terms of, so you want me to say just what in terms of basketball he just does better? He's a way better. He's a way better offensive player than him. Way
How you
better.
know
Not
if
even close.
you never saw him?
Bill Russell is the greatest
You're not even close. The
traditional
numbers clearly
basketball
show.
player.
Okay, wait. So
So
he's
now
way
numbers
better on
matter.
offense. Oh, wait. No. I got this, guys. Chill. Stop. It's me and this man. He is the better offensive player based off what?
Based off of the heights that he reached offensively, that he is a historical all-time great offensive player, something that Bill Russell has never proclaimed. Nobody never put on his name a day in his career. And the thing is, I can say that he's an all-time great on defense and offense. Bill Russell is only an all-time great on defense, and that's it. That's it.
That's false. That's false. Because when Bill Russell retired, he was top 15 in points scored in NBA history.
Oh man.
Hold on. So stop there. Again,
he was?
Yes, he was. He was top 15 all-time scoring when he retired in 1969. In fact, out of the retired players, he was top 7.
What was Jordan when he retired?
That same thing holds true. He said, why did Jordan? Why does somebody have more points when they retired? What was Jordan when he retired?
Wait a minute. I use a stat. He has yet to use a stat to tell me why Jordan is a greater offensive player. He told me nobody claimed Bill Russell wasn't a great offensive player when he was the best passer.
I don't have to break down the stat. I could break down skill.
No, what skill? Okay, again, what skill?
I can break down skills and stats.
What skill are you bringing that would make Michael Jordan better than Bill Russell? That's trumping 5 championships. Now remember, you trumped 5 championships.
Listen, I'm not getting what you asking me, bro. Like,
so you can't trump 5 championships.
No, like what? I don't get what you're trying to say, bro.
Wait. Since you can't
do an accomplishment later on, so I don't get.
Hey, since you and Mr. Double A down there, Mr. Aaron, Mr. Goat James Kingdom City Girl Groupie Posse number 8, right? since you guys cannot prove Michael Jordan is better than Bill Russell, shut the fuck up about Bill Russell.
We don't bring him up. You bring him up. Nobody talks about him. But
do you have a game you could go look and see Bill Russell play?
Why do you?
Tell me that specific game. Tell me that specific game.
The Bill Russell disrespect is crazy.
Wait, you can go see the 1964 Game 7 where Bill Russell beat Wilt Chamberlain and the Warriors in the NBA Finals, and Bill Russell went off and had a great game. That's the Havlicek Steel game.
You can see whenever Jerry West won the Finals MVP.
All right, and y'all know what I'm gonna see. Y'all know what I'm gonna see during that era.
You can see that whole series.
I'm gonna see a bunch of unathletic. A lot of white men dribbling with their head down. In the undeveloped NBA.
I got this. You know what I saw in 1989? Michael Jordan making a game-winning jump shot in the playoff versus a slow, unathletic white boy.
And that's not
you know what he still has to do? Listen, he still has to make that shot. Listen,
Boycott, did you just say something about error? Then you just said that, right? Right. So what is he talking about Wilt and Bill Russell for? They played in the weakest era.
One is a coach and player, same year.
Nobody give a fuck about him winning as a coach.
Okay, you don't care.
Nigga, the same year he was a player, nigga.
Aaron, you know why you don't care? Because you can't prove why Michael Jordan better than LeBron James.
I'm saying,
the nigga was the player and the coach.
Listen, you guys have been showing up on this show making a lot of claims and can't prove Jack Billy squat.
No, we can't prove it based on your criteria. Your criteria doesn't match.
I can, because LeBron James is better than Bill Russell on NBA than Bill Russell.
All right, so you tell me what he do better offensively than Michael Jordan. Because I'm going to say he does everything offensively better than Bill Russell.
Offensive rebounds.
Offensive rebounds. That's it. Damn shame.
Because my point to you is that Michael Jordan is the greatest offensive player. So all I got to do is find somebody that's greater than Jordan on offense.
Bill Russell's not even the greatest.
Wilt Chamberlain better than Jordan.
We're talking about impact.
Wait, Wilt Chamberlain better than Jordan on offense.
But your impact is 11 championships. You still can't tell me how Jordan's impact.
I'm talking about every.
4 championships.
Listen. I'm talking about everything they had to do offensively. Bill Russell in his prime, he wasn't even the second scoring option, nigga. He was more like the 4th or 3rd, nigga. Come on now.
And then
came into the MVP.
Hold on. They talk about errors.
No, not second.
They talk about errors, but Jordan made the playoffs with a 38 and 44 record.
And it doesn't matter what
Jordan did. 30 and 52, didn't he?
All throughout Bill Russell's prime, he was second on his team in assists.
The nigga made the 7th seed with a 38 and 44 record, but y'all talk about weak ass errors.
He made a 30 and 52 record too. 30 and 52.
Right. They don't want to talk about that though.
I watched Michael Jordan score 63 points versus a slow, unathletic Danny Ainge and Larry Bird. and a whole
I
bunch
seen
of white
a
boys in
slow,
Boston.
unathletic white guy win finals.
But the
MVP in this
NBA was
era.
more developed, way more in the modern day era.
I
That's
find
not
that
Wait, what?
Jokic.
We not
Hey,
talking
oh,
about the Jim
Toughest
Crow
slow
era.
white guy win an MVP
I'm going to
in
tell
the
you
last
this.
two
Listen. It's 2023. 1993 is not modern era. That's the 1900s. So the 80s was definitely not a modern era.
Bro, that's the 19, bro. Bro, you so petty, bro. I fuck with you, bro, but you be petty, bro.
Wait, SFM.
Wait, can I say something real quick?
No, I got this because I'm tired of these. Listen.
Bro, can somebody else talk, cousin?
No, it's my show. It's my show. It is my show. It is my show. You don't get to
Talk your shit.
I ain't gonna say much. I'm just trying to wrap
Talk your
you
shit,
don't
man.
get to say nothing until I give you the chance.
Y'all wait y'all turn. Y'all wait y'all turn.
We address who gets to speak, not you. You don't get to speak when you want to. So shut the fuck up.
It ain't that deep, bro. It ain't that deep.
Shut the fuck up. Listen. The difference between 2023 and 1993 is the same thing as 1993 and 1963. The 1900s is not modern. It is called the 1900s for a reason. If you don't know that there was a world that existed before TSA, then you can't talk the 1900s, and that goes for you and AA. So I'm talking about you idiots who don't know history of basketball. Michael Jordan was playing against slow, unathletic white boys. You can't blame Bill Russell for playing during segregation.
Yo, all right. Can I?
Okay. But let's talk about Joe Dumars. Let's talk about Reggie Miller. Let's talk about Magic Johnson, James Worthy. Most of these niggas was black. He was playing. Most of them was
Joe Dumars
black,
had a dad
nigga.
Fellas.
None of them
Joe Dumars had a dad bod.
None of them were Wilt Chambers.
Reggie Miller couldn't dunk a basketball at 6'7". Dude, what you talking about?
Can you listen?
Reggie Miller can't even dribble with his left hand.
All right, hit.
He'll
make you believe that basketball played by dinosaurs in the 80s. Listen, Kareem, look, Wilt Chamberlain played with Kareem who played against Jordan who played against Kobe who played against LeBron. It's not that much separation from the game. You making it? I saw Pete Maravich highlights the other day. He's doing shit that they're doing now. The game is not that far apart like you're trying to drastically make it.
No, it's far. It's definitely far.
Far apart like you're trying to make
it. Y'all know Jordan.
It's definitely far.
LeBron got to the league.
It's definitely far.
You still couldn't have made the league back then.
Kobe and Garnett.
It's definitely far.
95.
Jordan knew.
Joe Dumars was 6'3".
Man, look, Kevin Garnett, Allen Iverson, and Kobe Bryant was all in the NBA, and Tim Duncan was all in the NBA when Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
was
rookies when he was on his way out.
Yeah,
Joe Dumars was 6'3", unathletic with a dad bod, bro.
Jordan only retired.
The man had a dad bod.
LeBron was coming out of college.
And we all got dad bods on here and can't do half of that shit. So why are we trying to minimize what shape he was
in? Surviving this NBA.
Man, we not gonna do.
Michael Jordan is that great that you gotta talk about his competition.
Man, cause y'all steady want to talk about the Jim Crow era, man.
Cause y'all talking about Bill Russell's era. That's why.
The Jim Crow era.
Yo, we don't bring Bill Russell up. Y'all doing the argument.
But the thing is,
y'all always do that, bro.
Yeah, because it hurts your argument if you bring up Bill Russell.
Because
why you don't bring up
about rings.
Man, they got some niggas on here that would have made it to the NBA back then, man. Come on, man. Let's be real. Man.
No, you're wrong.
Right?
Yes, bro. Don't give me that, bro.
Y'all shit on Bill Russell.
I know AU players at 18 years old that would go kill them niggas back then.
Jordan,
The advancements in the game, obviously.
You still wouldn't have made the league.
Name
what? I'm not white, right? I'm not white enough.
Name three.
Was there not black people back then? Was there not a black man winning 11 championships back then? Was there not a black man winning 11 championships back then and as a coach as well back then? You still wouldn't have made the league, bro.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get back on track. Let's go ahead and get back on track.
They killed
y'all just over here arguing.
Dude, Bill, you're the biggest fucking casual I've ever met, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, talk your shit, yo.
Oh my god.
Dude. 85% of the people in the fucking 60s had part-time jobs, and the fucking 60% of them had part-time jobs in the 70s. You didn't fucking see that until the 80s and 90s, where everyone was playing ball as their primary source of income. You're telling me that anyone back or from here who just fucking plays way better than the fucking milkman wouldn't have made it in the 60s? When the guy threw a fucking paper at your door?
Wait, hold on.
Half this panel would have been a fucking 20 and 10 guy, you idiot.
Wait,
you're
not
I had your back. You were Jerry West
You're
bullshit, but
knocking
no
them
more.
for playing in the league that wasn't financially developed the way it was in the 80s.
B Lee, hey, B Lee, you know, hey, B Lee, bro, you know you can get your 20
y'all
easy,
dead
bro.
wrong with y'all
Bro,
pissing
you
off
know you
Travis.
gonna get your
Y'all
20,
said a lot of
bro.
stuff wrong and y'all pissing off Travis.
God
So,
damn. Just bad takes.
I never
Travis is
heard a
not
nigga
having
get
it
knocked
today.
for winning
Man,
11
you take a
times.
lot
That's
of bad
crazy.
takes yourself.
Fuck no. Back him up.
Well, if someone can get knocked for winning
Well,
6
just today.
times, then I'm
Go back
pretty
and
sure
watch it.
11 they're gonna knock him too.
Who got knocked for winning 6 times?
Why are we bringing
Nobody
up
ever knocked
competition
Jordan.
only when it's about Jordan?
Nobody ever knocked Jordan for winning 6 times.
When it's
So,
about
Ree
Jordan.
Brennan, let me ask you, who's your top 5 of all time?
My top 5, Jordan's not even in it. I didn't see him play.
Oh, so it's only players from
I've
today?
been consistent with that. Jordan is not in my top 5.
So who's your
So
top 5?
you don't have nobody in your top 5 that you never seen
I
play.
don't have. Listen, if we going just off
just
of
say
hold on.
top
If we're
5,
going off of basketball, yes. But if I'm going off my top 5 that I actually seen, no, he's not in it. It's
What's your top
Jordan.
5 that you see?
It's LeBron number 1, Kobe number 2.
Okay.
I got Tim Duncan number 3. I got Dirk Nowitzki number 4, and I got Shaq number 5.
Wait, who's number 2? Who's number 2?
Kobe.
So wait, your top 5 all time has Dirk in it?
Yes, niggas I seen play. I'm not going on what everybody else tells me.
You didn't see
again,
Jordan play, but you see
Because
Kobe
again,
play?
he was
Nigga, I was born in
You gotta
91.
respect it.
I was
Again,
born in
yeah,
91. Jordan was playing.
he's a part of the modern era. Again, he didn't watch the 1900s, so leave him alone. He didn't watch the 1900s.
Yeah, Jordan. I was 5 years old when Jordan was playing. I'm not gonna act like I seen that nigga playing for real. I'm not.
It was
gonna
a long time
like
ago, guys. Get over it. It was a long time ago. It was a very long time ago.
But it's
Very,
not
very
like you
long.
can't see it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
but
can't see it. It's not HD. It's grainy as fuck. I don't even know who's on the basketball court most of the
But
time.
look,
Every ball-headed black man in these grainy YouTube videos look like Michael Jordan in a red jersey.
They don't wear number 23.
But can we admit this? Can we admit this? And this is just a fact. Come on, right? I don't want y'all to argue this when I say this. In terms of the Eastern Conference in their prime, Michael Jordan in the Eastern Conference played harder competition than LeBron James.
Yes.
That's in the playoffs. That's not no debate. That's not up for debate. Those first 3 rounds was harder for him. It's not up for debate.
I can admit that.
Jordan ran through the East.
LeBron played in one of the weakest East of all time historically. That's a fact.
He wants to bring up Michael Jordan playing Boston in an NBA with a 30-win team made the playoffs.
What about the Magic?
What Magic? What are you talking about?
What about the Magic in the 90s? What about the Heat in the 90s?
Wait, again, you can't call them competition when you have the better team.
No, the better player.
No, they have the better team. Because when Jordan was winning MVP and all defensive first team and all NBA first team, he wasn't comp to the Boston Celtics because the Boston Celtics had a better team, even though Jordan's the MVP of the league and the better player. So it doesn't matter who the player is. It's about the team. Michael Jordan's team throughout the 90s was always the better team.
Because they had the better player.
They didn't, because Jordan was the better player for like this guy said since 87, and he was losing. He did not win until he had the
players around him got better. You're right.
Scottie Pippen. Listen again. Scottie Pippen making all NBA and all defensive team for 4 of those championship teams and 6 times during the 90s is why the Bulls were one of the best teams and beating the bum Knicks, the bum Heat, who didn't have 2 all NBA.
Bum Knicks.
The Knicks had 1 all NBA player. They have 1 Hall of Famer. How are they competition? Because Michael Jordan was looking scrubby against them.
What about the Pacers? What about the Heat?
1 Hall of Famer. What are you beating?
Hall of Famer.
What are you beating?
You're beating who's in front of you.
1 Hall of Famer.
Wait. You're beating who's in front of you, but LeBron got knocked for beating who was in front of him in the East.
No. Like Toronto, for example. Toronto didn't suck. LeBron was just that much better. It wasn't that they was trash. LeBron's just that much better. I don't have to say. I'm saying that LeBron is great because he tips the scale. Y'all are trying to say other people stuff to give other to discount Jordan.
We're not gonna tell you that. We're gonna tell you the truth. We're gonna tell you that the Cleveland Cavaliers were a better team than the.
Can we at least admit this?
Raptors.
Can we at least admit this? Can we at least admit
Jordan was more.
LeBron is what makes them better. What the fuck? LeBron is what makes the teams better. Can y'all stop the bullshit?
But LeBron doesn't have a Pippen against Toronto, man.
You take LeBron off those teams, they don't go half as far as they go.
And
LeBron
you take Jordan off those teams, and they still make the second round and win winning 50-something games. That doesn't happen with LeBron.
You don't win a shit. Again, we know.
Without LeBron, the finals. They're not going to the finals.
If
you think they're not going to the finals?
All right, guys.
Check this out.
Thanks for showing up.
That's it.
Okay, we are not about to keep arguing over and over with the same shit all the damn time.
Hold on, Brandon. I was going to say one thing, real fast. So here to sum it up. If errors like we're talking about, Ajani, great points, and like, hey, let's say I agree with all that. Errors let's say if they don't matter, okay, then you have to go blah blah. Bill Russell's the GOAT, right?
Yep.
Okay. And let's say who would be number 2 then?
Wilt.
Kareem. Kareem dominated his era more than anyone else as far as he had a complete decade that was basically all his as far as leading in points, rebounds, advanced metrics.
Brandon and I are almost at 90 shows. 90 shows. We have explained countless times why LeBron James is the greatest player of all time, including over Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell. The factors that we use make LeBron James better than them. We don't use you guys as factors. We don't use the same metrics.
The problem.
You guys don't understand that. We're not looking for the negative competition nonsense. We only bring it up because you guys bring up LeBron James played the competition. That's why he has, because you guys can accept greatness. We have never dismissed anything Jordan did great. We have never removed Jordan's 10 scoring titles. We've never removed Jordan's all defensive first teams. We never removed Jordan averaging 30 points per game. We just keep telling you, even with all of that, he's still not better than LeBron. We don't have to diminish that to make LeBron better. We can just show you how LeBron is greater because LeBron just did more greater things.
Bill Russell now from now on.
No, it's not. No, because now, and granted, if we counted, if we wanted to be subjective and gave Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain defensive accolades and defensive stats, of course, nobody's going to beat them. Nobody's going to beat them. They're going to have like 4 or 5 defensive player of the years. They're going to be on the all-defensive team 10 times. They're going to have a finals MVPs more. They're going to have all these great things. Nobody's going to be able to touch them. They're going to be number 1 and 2 in blocks and steals. Like, there's going to be no trumping them. But that's not the facts. That we're not going to make things up for them. As their resume exists, LeBron James is still better than them. We can make LeBron James better than Bill Russell, even though he has 7 more titles. You guys can't, because you guys stick to accolades, because that's how you think Jordan is better than LeBron. But by doing that, you're just making other people better than Jordan, because the things that you're using to say Jordan is better than LeBron, Jordan himself doesn't have the most or the greatest at it. So if we use those same factors, that means Jordan is no longer your GOAT.
No, no.
Yes, because you can't tell me.
Keep bringing up the
Listen, Travis, how can we not trump 2 more NBA championships, and you're telling me you're trumping 5 more championships?
So what are you using to measure? No, I'm not. What are you using to measure LeBron besides his total stats? He doesn't clear an impact per game in any way you want to measure it. He doesn't have the most MVPs. You're talking about his all NBA.
Travis, let's make sure we understand what you're saying. You're saying impact based on the actual stats, meaning that by the per game averages, correct?
No, I'm talking about total resume. Yes.
No, okay. Because the totals you don't want to talk about. So Jordan's nowhere near in the totals. Like Brandon already explained. There's no such totals besides steals that Jordan has over LeBron. Everything else is all LeBron. Right? So if we go by per game averages, we have points per game, which are Jordan. Rebounds per game. Who is it?
So LeBron. We already know this. LeBron beat them in rebounds, assists, tied in blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And again,
field goal percentage. 3-point percentage, right? So out of the 7 categories or the 8 categories there, it's 4, 3, 1 LeBron.
Okay.
So what impact LeBron doesn't have over Jordan?
Again, I'm talking about advanced stats, man. Like, you don't want to talk about them.
Okay, we can talk about the advanced stats.
LeBron has
wait, there are 20 different advanced metrics that exist. Who has the most? Checks off on the most with the most.
We're talking major advanced stats.
No, you can't.
So Mike wins.
You can't call it major. You can't call it major because this is why you're being subjective. You said objectively. You have to use all 20.
Cherry pick a casual.
You gotta use all 20. You gotta use all 20 because for you to say, hold on. Let me bring this up for the leaders for the year. I mean for all time. For you to say assist percentage don't matter is false. For you to say steals percentage don't matter is false. For you to say turnover percentage doesn't matter, it's false. For you to say usage percentage doesn't matter, it's false.
Steals percentage.
Steals percentage. That tells you how.
That's a advanced stat.
That's an advanced stat.
You're talking about advanced stats.
He has LeBron by almost a full steal per game.
Yes.
And
yes.
Okay.
So, but
who has a higher in blocks? Who has a higher in blocks, Johnny?
It's LeBron.
Yes.
LeBron has the higher block percentage. LeBron has the higher assist percentage. He has the higher total rebound percentage, the higher defensive rebound percentage. He has the higher effective field goal percentage, higher true shooting. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can keep going down the line. He has the higher defensive win shares, the higher offensive win shares, the higher win shares. He has the higher VORP.
So, can y'all just say that y'all there's nothing that anyone can do to pass Jordan? Just say that. Just say you love your baby father, you'll never let him go. Like, just say that. I would respect that more if niggas just said, yo, listen, based off of nostalgia alone, based off of my childhood.
You play when you told
Jordan, wait, I wasn't allowed to see Jordan. The thing is, Jordan dominated the 90s so well that he's considered the greatest by what he did in the 90s. And he dominated them. It's not even close. It's literally not even close.
When the NBA said
how well Michael Jordan dominated the 90s. Yeah, it's not even close. But when we're looking at all time, we looking at totals, we looking at averages, looking at advanced stats that Travis wanted. If we look at everything, Michael Jordan did not dominate the history of the game. See, that's what me and Ajani comes in, who dominated history again. You guys are just sticking to what Michael Jordan did in the late 80s and the 90s, and that's his career. You guys consider his peak is when he averaged 37 points a game, but he was under 500. He got swept in the first round. But we're not going to use LeBron James in 2006 when he led the league in value replacement and made it to the second round and averaged 31 points a game. We're not going to use that. I don't know why. We're going to wait till 2009 after he won the second MVP to actually use LeBron James as his peak. It doesn't even make any sense. And we was talking about the Emmitt Smith and stuff earlier, and how Emmitt Smith is not great because he only has total. But no one degrade Jerry Rice for having all the total stats, the Super Bowls and the MVPs. No one ever knocked Jerry Rice for that. But we're going to knock Emmitt Smith for that. Because we want to continue to knock what LeBron James did in his career for longevity, knowing that Emmitt Smith and Jerry Rice had the same thing. Tom Brady had the same thing. But all of a sudden, LeBron James totals longevity hurts him.
Who said it hurts him?
Oh, wait. No, that's a great question. Is Jerry Rice the GOAT wide receiver? Who's better than Jerry Rice as a wide receiver?
Nobody.
Jerry Rice is the GOAT. Let me just explain this. Jerry Rice is the GOAT from totals. The best season was Randy Moss, though. So when it comes to like peak, his era with Tom Brady is a better peak than Jerry Rice.
Where y'all put Terrell Owens at in that?
Well, okay,
Terrell Owens was another consistent person.
Okay, but boycott. Wouldn't that be similar then? Isn't that the identical analogy to LeBron being the guy with totals, but Wilt Chamberlain being the guy with the best season ever?
Yeah, absolutely.
So even under those premises, Jordan doesn't fall under it. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Even if we go to averages, Jordan doesn't have the best averages. He doesn't have it in the best season averages, nor does he have it in career averages. So this idea that Jordan is the GOAT, like Brandon said, because he dominated his era more, or they feel he did because there was other players who dominated their era as well. So it's that's the problem that they're having. They cannot make. It's true what Brandon said. If they just accept that, listen, it's by nostalgia. I just can't see nobody better than him. We could accept it, but when they try to say objectively and use stats and numbers, it does not fit for them. It literally destroys their whole argument. And that's what we do in GOAT James Kingdom. That's why LeBron's the GOAT. We don't make LeBron a GOAT because we like him or we think that he plays the game the best because he can. Like we look at what he did, the stats, the production, his impact. That's the impact, his stats. How else can we determine it? Even when we go to accolades, think about this. Michael Jordan did less, but got voted more for doing less. Jordan won more accolades because he did less. LeBron did more and didn't get as much votes. So we're going to punish LeBron because he can't get votes? Votes are supposed to make somebody better? Like what? Like
Jordan played 17 games and got MVP votes.
That's what I'm saying.
It makes the teammates better according to you, the votes. It makes the teammates better according to the votes.
What makes LeBron James teammate? What LeBron makes his teammates better as because he is a playmaker. Any great
you're not
playmaker is
understanding
going
what I'm
to make his
saying. You
teammates
saying
better.
Jordan had better help because he had all NBAs, which is a media vote. So Jordan had better teammates. So I'm using that same logic.
No, Jordan had better. Listen again, when you
because
look
of
at
because of the media votes.
No, go look at Jordan's teammate stats. You guys ignore Scottie Pippen's and Horace Grant's stats. You guys ignore Rodman's stats.
He's
you guys
a
ignore
16-6-5.
stats.
Jordan is a 36-5.
In the finals, who had more rebounds?
But that's not what he was doing when he was with the Bulls. He wasn't averaging 16-5 with the Bulls. He was averaging 19-8. That's what I understand.
And Jordan was averaging 31-7. Okay, then he was doing better than his average on
Jordan for what he did.
No,
Y'all not
but finals totals, who had more? LeBron. I mean,
no. The point is the point is that Scottie Pippen's 19-8 is top 10 in the league, top 15 in the league. Dwayne Wade's 23 points and 5.
Dwayne was the scoring champion.
Not with LeBron. Not with LeBron. Not with LeBron.
Because LeBron is a ball hog. He's not going to get 31 a game.
So, Jordan not a ball hog?
No, Dwayne Wade was injured.
You just killed your whole argument. You just killed your whole argument.
Dwayne Wade was injured.
You just killed your whole argument.
You just killed your whole argument.
You just
A
killed
nigga
your
that's
whole argument.
top 5 in assists is a ball hog?
You just killed your whole
Yes, he
argument.
has to have the ball. He can't play off the ball.
This
He
is
has to have
sick.
the ball in his hands at all
Wow.
times.
This is sick.
No, Scottie Pippen is
LeBron
19
can't
points
play
per
off the
game
ball.
don't matter. Scottie Pippen's 19 points per game
That's a
don't
ball.
matter.
Dwayne Wade took more
Right.
shots in the finals in 2011 than Jordan
listen.
or
Y'all,
LeBron.
hold on. How's he a ball hog, but y'all not the nigga for passing the ball in clutch moments? Which is it? Is he a ball hog or is he not?
He's scared in the moment. That's what he is.
He's scared in the moment. So making the right play is scared in the moment.
Hey, if the
So
right
don't make
play
no sense.
succeeds.
So when
The right
Paxton
play
took the game-winning
succeeds.
shot, was Jordan scared?
If it failed, it failed.
What is he scared of?
The
What is
same way
he
you can
scared
say
of?
when it does succeed, you can go the other way. You could do it the same way with the pass.
So when Kerr hit the game-winning shot, was Jordan
What
scared?
is he scared of? What is LeBron scared
Jordan
of?
told him they was going to double team me, and I'm giving you the ball.
Wow, look at the
No.
excuses.
So how's that scared?
Oh wait, no, wait. Jordan didn't say that.
All right, show me
Phil
a
Jackson-
LeBron final game
Phil
win, and I'll
Jackson,
show
no.
you Jordan's.
Phil Jackson asked Michael. Phil Jackson asked Michael, when we do this play, who double teams you? He told him who it was. He said, so who's open if that person double teamed you? He said it was Steve Kerr. He said, get Steve Kerr the ball. Phil Jackson told Michael Jordan to pass the ball to
All
Steve
right,
Kerr.
that's even better because he didn't want to pass it to Steve Kerr.
Not only that, when that actually happened, Michael Jordan didn't say not one word to Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr looked at Michael Jordan and said, I got you, because he already saw Michael Jordan was like, yo, if you fuck this up, I'm going to punch you again. Michael Jordan did never give none of his teammates any kind of trust. He never told them, I believe in you. He never did. When he talked about
without Scottie Pippen, I would not be a 6-time champion in his retirement speech. What are you talking about?
And then he went and got his son to go date his wife. Then he went and got his son to go date his wife.
Nah, I don't think Jordan approve of that. Jordan don't approve of that shit. That's one thing.
Jordan told him he don't approve.
No, and then Jordan does a documentary calling him selfish.
Yeah, because he told him don't sign a fucking contract that's gonna ruin you for the rest of your life, and he did it anyway.
Okay, and then when he told Mike, I want to take back surgery and take time off. Why did Mike say, no, that's the best option for you?
Don't sign this contract.
If Michael Jordan
tell you don't sign,
Craig, so Mike can go play baseball though.
Craig, if Michael Jordan gave a fuck about Scottie Pippen so much, why did he let Scottie Pippen take the year off for his back to get better?
What are you talking about?
But he could take a year off to go play baseball.
Michael Jordan said he was selfish because Scottie Pippen decided to take his summer and enjoy his summer and then go get his back surgery done in the beginning of October, which would mean that Scottie Pippen would miss game in the season. If Jordan cared so much about his illustrious teammate, why did he not understand?
He just told him don't sign that.
No, he called him selfish. Because that's what he did. That's why he called himself. Not because of the contract. He said that he was selfish because Scottie decided to have late surgery done to take care of his back late. Jordan doesn't give a fuck about his teammates. None at all. If he cared about that, he would have made sure he got his contract.
You're supposed to be friends.
Can we agree on one thing?
Wait, I know. The GM.
You work with.
I know. The GM gets all his players their money. He got Tristan Thompson his money. He got everybody their money. Jordan.
He got Tristan Thompson $80 million, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Jordan couldn't do none of that.
Can we agree on one thing? Can we agree on one thing?
If the report came out that LeBron punched,
so LeBron is the GOAT because he got other players paid.
What would y'all be saying about
that? LeBron is the GOAT because he accomplished more than any other player in NBA
longer than any other player.
And now forget the long. I don't care about long. Long doesn't matter. He accomplished more than anybody in NBA history. He is number one.
What is that?
He is top 10. I mean, he's top 100 in every statistical category in NBA history, the only player to do such. The man is.
Can we agree on one thing?
Can y'all make y'all point about Jordan being a GOAT without knocking LeBron? Because we can make our point without knocking Jordan.
No, they can't even make Jordan the GOAT without mentioning LeBron, let alone making him better than LeBron. They can't do it.
I can say that he's the GOAT in my opinion because of the 6 final MVPs. I can't find nobody that was that better.
And there you go. And we gotta accept that though.
Correct.
That's fine. That's fine.
Craig, we gotta accept that.
Finals MVPs don't make you the GOAT though, but that's fine.
In your opinion.
LeBron, no one's knocking LeBron.
That's not my
again.
Well, the NBA
Number 2 is not a lock.
Thinks it is.
Yeah, because of praise, because of people like you. There's more people like you than there are people like us.
The NBA, no other NBA article have GOAT in it but Jordan's. Go find me a player that has GOAT in the NBA.
Y'all don't attack any other NBA player because y'all aren't threatened by any other player. If niggas try to say Larry Bird, y'all don't get up all in your feelings. Any other player, y'all keep it quiet. When niggas mention Kobe, y'all respectful, y'all quiet. But when the threat that gets mentioned, LeBron, oh my God. You niggas get sensitive. You start crying. Y'all voices get high pitched. Niggas start sweating, hyperventilating, asthma attack.
Fuck up for the last 2 hours. Who's the emotional one?
No, they're gone. That's why.
Wait, I can't discuss basketball.
No,
I'm not cursing. You got the person who runs the show telling people to shut the fuck up.
I have to tell them to shut the fuck up.
You gotta calm down, brother.
Craig, I have to tell them to shut the fuck up because they think they can come on our show and dictate to us. I would love for Double A and anybody that's part of the GJKC group.
Has anybody cursed at you though? Has anybody cursed at you?
Craig.
The only way to get someone quiet is tell them to shut the fuck up.
You know why they don't curse at me? Because when I go on their show, I let them speak. You can't curse me out because I know how to behave. I know how to talk. I know how to be a civil human being. I'm not going to allow you to come on this show and try to run our show. We were supposed to go from the Brandon to other people. We have an order. We always have order here. But those guys, they're disrespectful. They come on and think that they can say whatever they want. They can disrespect other people. They want to get upset. Travis was easily having a conversation with Brandon and SFM wanted to jump in. They don't even have their own programs. It would be one thing if they had their own programs, then we could respect them. Those dudes are just trolls.
I don't care that you curse him out, but he's saying we emotional. You the one, y'all the ones cursing.
Craig,
you are the MJ delegate leader though. They love you, so just know that. Just they love you. That's the emotional part.
Hey, Craig, if you feel a way about a man getting told to hush, how did you feel about Jordan?
No, I'm just saying. You saying we emotional.
Let us know how you really
feel. Only one person is screaming. Who's the emotional one?
That's me. That's me. I'm the emotional one because I hate liars. I hate people that show up on my show.
I'm just pointing it out. He's calling people emotional, but the only emotional one thinks LeBron is the GOAT on the show.
Craig.
Do you know? Hold on, Brandon. Hold on, Craig. Do you notice that only Michael Jordan fans cut people off when they talk? Do you ever notice that? You do it a lot.
You've been cutting off the whole show.
And Ajani.
I'm sorry. We just did a bunch of shows. Y'all watch how well I behave when I'm on somebody else's platform. Y'all have to never tell me when I can fucking speak. Y'all are some funny motherfuckers. Go ahead, John. Go ahead, John. Go ahead.
No, the Friday show when you was talking about Bill Russell, it was a great breakdown. I wish you Mike wouldn't have messed up so you could have finished the breakdown of everything about Bill Russell. So I hope you try to continue that on next Friday show when I debate Travis.
No, I'm done because I'm inappropriate. I don't know how to behave. People get offended when I do them like how they do people. Like I said, get your own fucking show, and then I'll show you how to behave, and I'll still fucking expose you, but without fucking screaming and yelling. Because I bring facts, stats, and accolades, not my fucking emotions. That's facts.
So, can we say that Jordan is like one of the greatest players? Though?
I feel like listen,
Craig, listen. Jordan is one of the smoothest motherfuckers on the court to ever play the game, bro. Right. Look, we can admit that. He's one of the GOATs. He's just not the GOAT, and it's okay. Here's a Kleenex. Here you go.
I mean, the NBA still says he's the GOAT. I don't see it. LeBron James article mentioning the GOAT on NBA, but I do see it for Jordan though.
Here, wipe your face.
T
Perfect got cooked. T Perfect got barbecued today. He up there got there smelling like slap your mama and shit and barbecue sauce. This is crazy, man.
Hey, talk about you.
No, great panel though, for sure.
All right, guys, we about to get up here out of here. Trav, you got anything to say before we
About
get
to be
off?
emotional. My Jets getting their ass kicked right now.
Yeah.
Imagine being a Cowboys fan.
Is Jim Brown the GOAT? 3 MVPs, most rushing yards per game?
Nah, but he up there though. But it's hard for niggas to rank like running backs. I don't know.
Also, give me Calvin Johnson for all the world's marbles. So I'll say.
Yeah. All right, Craig, you got anything to say before we get off?
Nah, because people think I'm emotional, but they're the ones cursing and screaming at everybody. But I'm emotional for pointing that out.
Where's an agree disagree? So we're gonna do.
What
I'm
about
gonna
you,
listen
John?
to
You got
Carl
anything to
Thomas
say before we
album
get out?
all day now.
John, you got any last words before we get out of here?
Anytime we have a GOAT conversation, I have to bring these out just to show these, so we can be clear about who the GOAT is. LeBron James.
That's not one. That's not two. That's not three. That's not four. That's not five.
I only see 4 there, John.
Craig, I have a question about that. So is it wrong for LeBron to say that he's going to win 7 and not get 7?
That would have made him a GOAT because he actually got 6, right? If
Jordan said he's going to win 9.
Not 3,
Jordan said he's going to win 9.
Jordan said he's going to win 9. So do we not Jordan for that?
Well, Jordan actually told Bill Russell he was going after his record, so actually it's more than 9.
But there was no way.
But Jordan said from his mouth that he's going to win 9.
There's no way you can get. No one's going to get 11 rings because there's never going to be a play where you win.
Yes, that's true.
And win a championship.
But Craig, would you not Jordan if he said he was going to get 9?
What do you mean? If he got 9,
if he said he was going to get 9, do we not Jordan for that? He said he was going to get 9 rings.
If he never won a championship and said he's going to get 9, but if he got 6 and he say he's going for 9, you can't knock him for having it and trying to get 3 more. If you have no championships and say you're going to win 9, and that's a failure.
Wait, LeBron
didn't have any rings when he said not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. He didn't win nothing.
And he went on to win 2.
And he won 4. That's a failure. If Jordan would have said, I want to win 9 without no titles and won 6, that's a failure. But if you win 6 and said, I want to win 9,
So it makes this. If Jordan doesn't retire in 99, can he win 3 more championships?
If Jordan what?
If he doesn't retire in 99, can he win 3 more championships?
No.
So that's when he said it. He said it then. He said, "I want to win." I go
was
for
that
7,
before he won
9.
any titles? If that's the
that's when he said it. When he had 6. That's when he had 6.
Oh, after
when he had 6.
When he won,
he had 6. He had 6. He said, "I'll go for 7, 8, 9. I don't give a damn." That's what he said. That was his exact words.
So when the player hadn't won no championships, I'm going to win championships.
You can't say you won with no championships. I'm going for 6 and 4.
I don't know. First of all, I don't think him saying him going for 8 and only winning 4 is failure. Because I know LeBron James didn't say they were going to win 8 NBA titles. The guy asked him what was the goal to win an NBA title. He said not just one. The goal was to win more than one championship. That's what it was. It wasn't the goal was to just win one.
Was LeBron went to Miami, the Lakers, and back to Cleveland. Did he do that for the stats or to win championships?
He went back to Cleveland to win Cleveland the championship.
Okay. So it wasn't for stats that clamoring about. It wasn't about the stats. He wanted to win.
No, but the stats are representative of his production. No. The stats are representative of his production. The championships are not a representative of nothing. It just means he was on a championship team. Don't really mean nothing. Robert Horry has 7 of them. That just means he was on a championship team. Robert Horry's stats tell you how he produced for those championship teams. So LeBron James produced.
So why do y'all bring up Robert Horry?
Because y'all like championships without stats.
Y'all only talk about championships.
Because you don't like talk stats.
Not stats. You said stats do not matter. Just wins. You play the game to win.
Jordan don't have any stats on any of his championships. Jordan has no stats on his championships. He just sat on the bench and collected a ring.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why we never discredit Jordan's stats. And when we go by Jordan's stats, he's not the GOAT. His championships don't make him the GOAT. His stats don't make him the GOAT.
But
at least
his entire resume makes him the GOAT.
No. Because if you include, again, if you stats, accolades, and achievements, Jordan does not have the greatest career of all time. He's not the greatest.
He really does, though.
No, he doesn't.
He has won more accolades than LeBron. He doesn't have better
Because he has
totals,
the
and he
greatest
doesn't
career
have better
because they got to
averages.
use two players from the 60s who damn near won't have a career repeated ever again to compare to Jordan.
So we have to remove players.
So we have to remove
We use your logic, and we bring those players up.
Final MVPs. That's my logic.
So now we have to remove players so that Michael Jordan could be the GOAT. That's how we have to do it.
I don't have to remove anything.
Jordan is the GOAT of the 90s. He's
not just saying why he's the GOAT in my eyes. I don't like that.
He's the GOAT of the 1900s.
No, only the 1990s.
He's the best player in the 1900s. I ain't gonna lie with that one. There's no other player in the 1900s better than Michael Jordan. And Johnny's right about that one. Name a player better than Jordan in the 1900s.
The 1990s, not the 1900s, the 1990s.
Well, they think he's better than Bill Russell and Wilt. So
yeah, I don't think. Well, me personally, I don't see no one better in the 1900s than Michael Jordan.
Yep, the 1900s. He's the greatest player of the 1900s. Before HDTV, before TSA,
before social media, before electric cars,
before smartphones.
Before COVID.
Y'all know smartphones is about to be 20 years old, right? Y'all do know that, right? The first smartphone came out in 05?
No, it was before that, right? Was it? It was 05? Like I thought it was 03 or something.
Smartphone is different from cell phone.
04.
No, the first iPhone came out when? That wasn't that the first smartphone? First
iPhone?
Yeah, right. It was the first
smartphone.
Yeah, I think that was 2005, 2004, one of the two.
Yeah, so we about
remember
to
they had the Sidekicks, they had the T-Mobile J1, they had the
was it like the BlackBerry, something like that was the name of that phone?
Yeah, but
I think it's BlackBerry.
But they weren't smartphones. They didn't have.
They had web capabilities. You could go online on them.
I asked the one guy, right, Brendan? I asked the dude what his top 5 was, and I knew it was going to be something weird like that, right? Because the argument they're making is that when you make the argument that the only reason Jordan's not the GOAT is that he's not the best at everything, like that when you list your top 5, that argument completely falls apart because what's your criteria then for ranking? Oh, he's good at this or he's average at this. Like, what was Tim Duncan the best at? He's top 5. What was Magic Johnson the best at in history?
He didn't have Magic Johnson. It was LeBron.
Oh, no. I'm talking about a legit. I'm talking about a legit list, right?
No, that's true.
What was like anyone on your top 5? They're either going to be okay. Sure, maybe someone was the best at something, but they're deficient in other areas. They get cleared in other areas. When we talk about Michael Jordan, we look across the board, generally speaking, and we don't see another player, with the exception of possibly LeBron, who like checks almost every box on both sides of the court. That's what the ranking means. Okay,
that's true.
You're right.
That's true.
But that's why. But that's
why you got to be consistent when you're ranking.
But that's why Brandon and I have Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Kareem, Michael Jordan, and LeBron in the top 5 is because, and technically, they have the most number ones. They have the most which are they either the most stat or the highest stat out of all the players in NBA history. So if we want to just say from the 90s on, only Jordan and LeBron. Not even Kobe can match up to those people. Magic, Bird,
literally,
none of them match up.
If you pick LeBron over Jordan, I'm not mad at you. If you shouldn't be mad if I pick Jordan over LeBron, because nobody, in my opinion, can stop anything those two did.
No, listen. Y'all heard us watch. I mean, we defended Dart a week ago when he brought up George Mikan. We never discredit people that have Jordan as the GOAT. It's the reasons why. It's always what they say, and like Travis is trying to explain, it never fits in because the things that they're trying to use to say Jordan is the GOAT doesn't really work. Like for your case, you're just saying LeBron's better because he just played longer. Nobody for you is just like Ralph. It's by a certain period of time. You guys judge everybody by Jordan's 15 years. If you didn't do more than Jordan in 15 years, you can't be better than Jordan. That's your criteria.
Well, not really. I mean, my criteria is who has the most Finals MVPs. Who like a total resume. Who is a better two-way player? Jordan, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why Jordan's third. That's why Jordan's second on Brandon's list and third on my list. I just don't think Jordan did more than Wilt Chamberlain. But in reality, Jordan did more than Kareem, and he did more than.
Sure, but the knock on Wilt and Bill has to be the eras, though. Has to be, right?
Why do we have to knock? We can't knock them. There's no need to knock them.
The 90s.
They're just
That's
not.
The only.
No, but
we can't knock 90s.
they're just not great enough. That's all. They're just not great enough. Only reason I give Wilt Chamberlain that because when I look at all the records and achievements, yeah, Wilt Chamberlain is just that great. But in reality, it's not. There's no knock. They're just not greater. In reality, Jordan just has a greater career than Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell. If we really want to go there.
Yeah, well, my personal top 5, I got Kobe 3, but all time, if I'm being objective, he's like 9 to 10, maybe.
Brandon King John's on the come for you, man. If you have Kobe at 3.
It's hard. Like he's the third best player I ever seen in my life. And if you look at his totals and stats and advanced stats, they're not that great. But that's just
I
my
am at
personal.
6.
That's just my personal top 3 because Kobe.
Nobody's going to be better than Jordan and LeBron, in my opinion. I don't see it. It's never going to happen. I don't see it.
So we'll do this with you, Craig. Jordan's the GOAT of the 1900s. LeBron's the GOAT of the 2000s.
Hey. LeBron,
2010s.
like this. LeBron is the GOAT of the era he played in. Jordan is the GOAT of the era he played in.
Travis says no. The 2000s is Kobe's. It's Kobe's.
It's got to be Kobe's.
He won't let you go by that. He won't gonna let you pass that.
No, but I can live with that. I can live with that. Jordan was the GOAT of the 1900s.
Go ahead, say it. 1900, yeah.
The 1900s. The 1900s.
It sounds so old when you say that, though. It's just like
it's hilarious. I just think of like the Titanic or something. The 1900s.
No, but wait, am I wrong though? Am I wrong? Yeah. Am I wrong? I mean,
no, I'm literally. I can say with that. I can like literally.
Jordan's first three-peat was 30 years ago.
Damn.
Bill Russell's first three-peat was 30 years prior to that.
Hey, one of these shows, Johnny, we've got to talk about the competition aspect.
Keep the tradition. He's out the GOAT debate.
I don't think that gets mentioned enough.
Let's go ahead and do that next week. Talk about the competition.
Sure.
Don't let me do that because I got grass for days when it comes to competition.
Who competition we gonna be talking about?
All of them.
All
the eras.
All eras.
Let's do the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. Everybody do their job.
See, but the thing about I don't like the way because people look at competition differently. They look at the names instead of the production.
All right, this is what we'll do. Travis, you take the 2000s.
Deal.
Craig, you take the 1990s.
All right, what we doing though?
Craig, you're making who had the best competition.
Your argument is going to be that the 90s is the best competition of all time.
Oh no, it's not.
It's not.
Just the greatest player played in it. That's all.
So nobody want to take the 90s. Nobody want to take the 90s.
Craig, swap me.
It was just.
So okay, Travis, you take the 90s. Craig, you take the 2000s because I think you think the 2000s is the best. So, what era do you want?
No,
John?
the 2010s would be, in my opinion.
You want 2010s? All right,
no, that's too easy.
What era do you want, John?
Give me any era. It'll make a difference so I can do my homework.
I want the 60s.
Well, Brandon, give me the 70s.
We can't give Brandon. We give Brandon the 80s. We're gonna give Brandon the 80s. We can't. If we give Brandon the 70s, he's gonna be mad.
I'll do the 2000s too. Let's go.
Yeah, go ahead and give me the 80s. I got a lot to say about the 80s.
Yeah, all right,
I got videos about the 80s.
So Brandon's gonna
people tripping, falling.
All right, so I'll do the 60s and the 90s is Travis, the Craig's is the 2010s, and you do the 2000s. John, you want to get into this boycott?
Yeah, I do 2000s.
Is boycott? Are you there? He's not there.
Yeah, I'm gonna discuss how the 2010s had the most teams.
2010s, 90s. I'll take the 60s. I'll take the before 80s. I'll do the 60s, 70s, and the 50s, and we'll do that since I'm always the one defending them anyways. I'm always defending that era with my old school self. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's
can y'all hear me?
Go ahead, boycott. Go ahead,
listen. If y'all want me to research an era that I don't believe in, just give me one because it's gonna be the same thing over and over. No, but I do want to say something before.
What era do you think is the greatest, though? What era do you think is the greatest before you speak? What era is that? What era do you think is
the elite of the elite is 2010s. Right, that's the elite of the elite.
That's the era when they had the most teams lose 10 or more games in a row.
But it's also the era with the most skill.
Yeah. So go ahead, boycott, so we can get up out of here, man. We get up out of here.
Okay, so I just want for us to agree on something.
Mm-hmm.
GOAT can be subjective, but we can't disagree. We must agree that LeBron is the most valuable player between Jordan and him, right?
Is it valuable?
Can we at least agree on that?
He's the most valuable to his team total collectively all time because of a stat called VRP. We can
at least agree on that, right?
Oh, hey, tell you what, if PER means efficiency, value over replayer means value.
I'd say the most valuable player of all time was probably Larry Bird. I'm not even real. I don't know.
He was definitely the most valuable in the 80s. Definitely most valuable in the 80s. That's the highest. All right, guys. It was a good show. We got to go ahead and get out of here. I got to get to my kids.
All right, y'all have a great show. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe. Go James Kingdom, y'all. Enjoy y'all Sunday.
Have a good one. Be safe.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Peace.
Oh, yeah.